Beka paramount chief. Na chibi bibia ni obiu. Dabida. Kasa ngoya ni asantefo aka. Paramount chief achi. Unhwe paramount chief. Benachi unhwe brofuma. Na chi no bi ni obiu. Dabio. Asa ngoya aka. Na Ghana for wajeje niam no so dodo. Otumfo oyamahene. Sa otimi momahene. Dabida. Otumfo oyamahene. Otimi momahene. Asembesi. Enti dumasi hene. Fear pray hene. Yes rono. Otumfo asante hene. Ontimi nyano hene. So far as I remain the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs, Otumfo ontimi fama hene ma abra mementi asie enye possible. O tasao kwato kura oka meda mabuso namkura medam ama brofo baba bayim na menkam na mane namkura medam abra mementi asie enye possible. O tasao kwato kura oka meda mabuso namkura medam ama brofo baba bayim na menkam na mane nyatentene the Becca and ne dictionary will be a phone somewhere. Becca paramount chief. Nachi bibia ni obiu. Dabida. Kasa ngoya ni asantefo aka. Paramount chief achi. Unhwe paramount chief. Benachi unhwe brofuma. Nachi no bi ni obiu. Dabio. Asa ngoya aka. Na Ghana for wajeje niam no so dodo. Otumfo oyamahene. Sa otimi momahene. Dabida. Otumfo oyamahene. Ontimi momahene. Asembesi. Enti dumasi hene. Fear pray hene. Yes rono. Otumfo asante hene. Ontimi nyano hene. So far as I remain the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs, Otumfo ontimi fama hene ma abra mementi asie enye possible. O tasao kwato kura oka meda mabuso namkura medam ama brofo baba bayim. Se no the ordinary no chanem no monkoso frigina me kunipa amama kodam amadoma fu apelo ya amana se no the ordinary no chanem no monkoso frigina me kunipa amama kodam amadoma fu apelo ya amana.
Right, obviously mama munyina kwaba na ene yeshia ha na ye ni nyina afa enra papa ye ode ye chia ye fre no Dormaahene Justice Daniel Mensah ene ne ho komo ena mene mo bedie na mene mo ache a sensitive document free judicial service yeah, as part of our responsibility no I see a babonten na yede sakrata ne beto abonten na yebisa questions sister conflict our me that say oba so and then come ye bedie no ye were less than 3 hours ye de be in part 1 medical the video beto me page ni so no pay efa document bi amensaka free judicial service it dated on 9th January 2024 na past administration na the former president Nana Addo Dankwa was signing to this petition the former chief justice and so petition na me dey be kire we Dajo Mahama office judicial service where said there's a pending petition against Justice Papa friend Justice Daniel Mensah aka Dormaahene. Na question is say aday ena John Mahama enim say office petition one office na wa pretend na wa promote obi a chief justice atimia determine a prima facie case against his attitude, his character, his conduct as the character as misbehavior. Na President Mahama nim say under judicial system, say you find a prima facie case against you until say you finishing your investigation. Untimi enko kwaji position bia. So today, ye bisa question say, so John Mahama sheda ena wapu na ni agu sakrata ya me bekin ka kire mu ya na say, or yet to thank Dormaahene for inciting the violence, tribal violence between Asante and Doma people. And these are legitimate questions I bisa. And the position as being a judge, any problem to me. And I mean, him say any problem to any Asante person. But the point is, Papai deliberately was shut down. Ake kanipa bibritiri abom. Chief Justice petitioner can say what they command the former president almost signing, Chief Justice say what determine a prima facie case against his character. Intinano oba she page documents in fact almost about 36 pages. Namikuta 13 pages of the petitioner John Mahama enim Attorney General aware, and then the Judicial Service aware with this petition, and yebe show be edi acheremu. So Mr. Wa oba she page my why she page MIA na yensua de. So enra papai yedinako Court of Appeal any problem, but we want to set the record straight. Say so obia ya finding a prima facie case against him. For example, if it's the Chief Justice President Mahama the same prima facie case enna omudi yinedi. So today yebusa President Mahama sent no ya where say there is a petition against Justice Mensah pending enna watimi abu nani aguso na watimi a position nipa no amano promotion de no Court of Appeal na say wa clear no or clear da ben anaso obai as a president da ben na sa petition no o man ye null and void. We want to know. And yes sir, we are all here because the point is sa judge I friend Dormaahene waye ne mo bebre na enye yenko na ye haye. In fact, Oko Chief Justice recommendation to the president. Chief Justice also in conclusion, it is my determination that a prima facie case has been made to warrant proceedings under Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution for removal of the respondent, which is Dormaahene, for the stated misbehavior and misconduct. Nti ene yene mo be che sankrata ni nyina why obia ba she page double tap the screen ene yene mo be che sankrata ni nyina na mo hunu de ekoso se President Mahama enim pefe se there is a petition going on is against the nature and answer opinion friend Justice Daniel Mensah. So today, if said there's a petition to remove him from office because of misconduct and misbehavior, which dated on January 9th, 2024, President Konwoye hand over the amount. Sankrata wenyina eye omuye hand over the amount as governance is continuous eye den na President Mahama enra wotimi bypass this document, this petition done office na wako ahead to promote Justice Daniel Mensah into so obekwakoye Court of Appeal judge. So double tap the screen. We are here to set the record straight. No, we enter will be able to match na adwen. In krata na yede nyina be kyerem na ya sha se pacho like page in my and ye need ebre no ye ba ye ni tientiam na ye de part 1 aba. Enti yen sha se na yen hwe the basis of this petition. Makacho say nkrata na high sensitive from the judicial service ni kurame no. They want to see no ono anko oba ye be kyere be kura nya krata no. Now, yen hwe the introduction. O hwe de daso ya petition for the removal of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah as Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana, pursuant to Article 146, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. 1. Introduction. The petitioner, Michael Amwa, is petitioning for the removal from the bench of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah, a Justice of the High Court. The said petition was referred to the Honorable Chief Justice in accordance with the provisions of Article 146, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution by the President of the Republic by a letter dated 11th August 2023. Pacho, a document here kind of. The basis of the petition that Justice Mensah took the law into his own hands when he threatened to spill a moja, TikTok spill a moja on an occasion while speaking publicly. The petitioner quoted Ghana Web News item, which quoted His Lordship saying, "I have installed someone as Dormaahene, period. It can't change. If you dare that person's authority, I will fight till I lose my last emoja." The petitioner is on the view of that. The Chief Justice Office and now petition the President. It's Yabeka Chief Justice so the Eddie Acheremon. Pacho, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen, double tap the screen. Because we want to know, say, Papai, and your intentional, and a John Dramani Mahama, I say, or the that Dormaahene say, for the disrespect against the Ashanti Kingdom, for inciting the violence against the Ashanti people, against the Bono and the other the regional people. Senye, thank you, no idea. Why must a president leave this petition aside and still go ahead? Say, obey promote to Papai, I did not call a court of appeal. Very interesting. And this is a signal to all these Asantis, which they are playing with John Mahama. So today, if say John Mahama, it tells to say he's behind. John Mahama is behind of Dormaahene ni character time. I was sorry, I was kicking you patri boom. Now, young kind this petition, Honorable Chief Justice of Republic of Ghana, Kratawe, or 2nd January 2024, no, the command, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Office of the President, Jubilee House, Accra. Now, YNTA, I'm fine on Kranto so. Bajo, double tap the screen. Why? Tap screen. Next page, and this for the way out, and Kratawe crime in the bay on way up. 80 tap screen, why? Tap screen, now. Message in court, tap screen, Tap screen, why? And this for this, we said, Omoda won't even about, and you know, and you know, you cry. Say, you man say your information about Babontin. And to Mr. Tap screen, na tap screen, my. Now, young way, or say, petition for the removal of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah, as Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana, pursuant to Article 146, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. Respectfully, I write in reference to your letter dated 11th August 2023. I have reviewed, Chief Justice, or say, I have reviewed, now, the petition and the response of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah. The Chief Justice say, what's your petition, and now what here Justice Mensah, aka Dormaahene, also no response. I find that the instant petition raises a prima facie case in law. A judge of one and I said lawyers use a term called prima facie case. It means enough evidence, enough proof or evidence, or more enough evidence. Indeed, according to the Chief Justice say, or what to me. A petition raises a prima facie case to warrant further investigations under Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. Attached herewith is the response of Justice Daniel Mensah and my review of the case made. Please accept the assurance of my highest consideration and esteem. And was signing here, Justice Gertrude Saki Tukono, Chief Justice and okope Justice Daniel Mensah so gakope High Court. Eti and the character and that's way. So the point is, government is a continuous process. So the point is, so if say John Mahama eba ye krata we da ho a ye den na yetimi find a prima facie case against a judge based on the character misconduct, misbehavior. Nanso so President Mahama ebu na egu so ebusiami ye nyina ebusa o, because in any institution say ye the case bowa until say obe clear ho, there's no way say obenya promotion. Case ye for conduct, misconduct, misbehavior and say what violate company rules, there's no way so obenya appointment. So in governance in justice system say you find a primary facie case against you, opesa what the meaning enough evidence yetimi to remove you from office, because mekan judges one code of conduct in so be actual na chief justice training na de come president and a president signing president or signing be din na be kire mu. Now say the president is signing to say ampa enipa no ay misconduct na yenya enough evidence adenti na President Mahama beto ye na one continue the investigation na one clear Dormaahene ansa na wo promote no. These are legitimate questions are yebisa. Senye intentional na senye say John Mahama pese wo kire say Dormaahene ye campaign di amano. Dormaahene incited between the Bono regions any hafo ama MP and NDC if say asori etia asantefo. Senye sa aden one continue with this process, because these are constitutional process where a buying kokra but it's like crime any expiring date. So the point is then na John Mahama ntoa we so na waja petition yato, but Chief Justice the same petition DNC ye wayinedi pajamuntio prima facie case ni bi or the Chief Justice said, but why say the same ajumabadu Dormaahene and niema why ye and someone waka according to Chief Justice say petition no omode baye no Dormaahene do baby was so be kunipa e do baby no de ho akowura Chief Justice in say electoral commission niema na sa niema ni nyina no etia the code of conduct against judges say untimi emfa ho jejeje sa niema no according to the code of conduct for judges. Now yentie a code of conduct Chief Justice kere or say rule 1 rule 6 clause 1, a judge shall strive to ensure that his conduct both in and out of court maintains and enhances confidence in his impartiality and that of judiciary. Tin how eti Chief Justice code of conduct in work say every judge enim say whether uwo fie ana wuti abonten obi bia obeye bia no esese we respect the code of conduct. Na yenhwe we say ti high. Now my opinion according to high Chief Justice Chief Justice opinion, my opinion is that many of the respondents' conduct and comments complain of can be identified as breaches of various rules in the code of conduct for judges and magistrates in Ghana. I refer especially to Rule 1, Clause 1 of the code which states that a judge shall respect and comply with the law, including the code of conduct, and shall behave with decorum, propriety, and utmost discretion. Judge Biadu Adiono Pacho Mississippi. According to Chief Justice, petition page number 8, or say, my opinion is that many of the respondents' conduct and comments complain of can be identified within breaches of various rules in the code of conduct for judges and magistrates of Ghana. I refer specifically to Rule 1, Clause 1 of the code, which states that a judge shall respect and comply with the law, including the code of conduct, and shall behave with decorum, propriety, and utmost discretion. Iti way judges. Judge Bia Naso Bia or what judicial service mono. You have to obey this code of conduct. Today, a whole judge can sit in public and tell we the young people say, or no, adibia want to say a court to crabua obe buso. Now, young Connie yem boss at tape bina yen binti. A whole judge, we should respect the judiciary. We have to have maximum respect for judges because under our constitution, we are practicing democracy where we should give maximum respect to our judicial and justice system. So yentie, where your judge, yentie no.
President of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Otufua, the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Otufua, what do you mean for my ma Abraham Mentiasia? And you're possible. Oh, that's how. Quarto crowd, quarto crowd, mother. Mabuso, Namkra Dam, and my brother Babayim. Namen come the money at internet. As far as I remain the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Otufua, what do you mean for my ma Abraham Mentiasia? And you're possible. Oh, that's how. Quarto crowd, mother. Mabuso, Namkra Dam, and my brother Babayim. Namen come the money at internet.
Right. So in this scenario, now a judge here, training the young people say we should disrespect court. TNU. And the Chief Justice say the conduct no a misconduct and misbehavior. To the sense say a judge cannot open his now no said to be in public and give a bad precedent, set a bad precedent for the young people to disrespect court. TNU. A judge bien who in Yansania, or becatre civilian say court to Buasam crab boomerang so. Judge bien when Yans or Bessadian because when him. And I'm say, Yenim say, Oko court and you can proceed to the next court in Tina. Ye what? My district court, circuit court, high court, court of appeal, and then the apex court of the land, which is the Supreme Court. It is said, who the case called Babiana say. Baby, I can't tell you, announce what Paja case, no, and that's why you review, why you appeal. Nyansemo. Eti, judge bien who nimi nyansa, obe kanchere civilian say, ye judge dia say na on tiasi boom, judge ne mraso, just a judge ya wa bodam, judge ya wa yare, na dri nyadwuma, and obe kasa asem. So today, say ye baby nya a judge from high court, na what meet na public, e can say, case ya wono on penesono. Court to crab bua or no judge no obe buso nen namukro be dem. My God, what a country. So do you think say Papay wachere achere boni? Oye, do you think say Dormaahene wachere achere boni achere papa no? Wama enipa ye di na chi yesua de. Onse watwa asabone de ato because ono ne court wachere say se odi asem kra yen tontwene. Se said Dormaahene catch say wonu di asem anaso me say me wonu court a ofrem ya memma onim de ntia me nko no metre counter dia man say me judge no to onye judge papa mane because wachira bone onwe esa watwa to ho enti sansem we na the chief justice of this country edges our petition or try come president or try to come president on the date of 9th January 2024, and a president responded here. Now, yanko president ne response or the buy. Now, and evidence based na me no kan was say pese aban no meka di ntia petition with that ho. Na when enti yanhwe Republic of Ghana, dear Chief Justice, letter was dated on 9th January 2024. The president petition for the removal of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah as Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana pursuant to Article 146, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. This is to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 2nd January 2024, conveying to me your determination in accordance with Article 146, Clause 3 of the Constitution, of a prima facie case in this matter, I take note of your decision that the petition raises a prima facie case against His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah to warrant further investigation under Article 146 of the Constitution. It is my hope that the proceedings shall be concluded as soon as practicable, and outcome communicated to me accordingly. I thank you for your cooperation in this important constitutional exercise. Yours sincerely. The President signed, and that's why we and Akufo-Addo was signed or copy the Chief Justice, Supreme Court, and then the Justice Nemu. So, Sasa document when you now ever ho. And now the current president, John Mahama, Ebuna Niaguso. So petition way is still pending. And now the president, Ebuna Niaguso. And now we'll go ahead. Say we'll promote Dormaahene, Justice Mensah to the Court of Appeal. Quite interesting. So today, we are dropping this document from the Judicial Service. Petition way 13 pages. And everywhere, utie the responder, which is the Dormaahene, according to the petition, the Justice Daniel Mensah failed to rescue himself from the case related to his application for bail for Livabama Vaka, landing him. A case he couldn't never case be or no coma bail. I just sending in our petition him. Wow, petition will be a contact me. Now you but now, point and say, because of say, na Dormaahene sorry tia sante, enunti, and a Mahama a promote no na. Because of say Mahama interest, na dear waye, say, Asante phone pen info betiemia, they should be very careful with Mahama. Asante phone pen info should be very, very careful with Mahama, because in penny say, Abu Bekawa, if fluentimem. Yes, Ken. I can't bomb message on DM na a phone number, mammy, and we are media send away. We are many pages in the breve sendo. After baby Edri, maybe any ye. After ye, obet me a send a request on, and the yanche. Oba question out, be na person otia. Over the opebia, a makine in the umbia bitman sound. Obet must send a request. Na Oba, was a miniman in Titia. The opposite of Obisano, we siadie. Yes, sir.
Hey, yet you don't catch you now in Pacrodia.
Chechem, mamma.
Obra, your France, Ayana, your Pariana, me, we program, Metaba Sopa, and say them, and say, me call Ika, me call Leaf Cacentino, me ba a yacht. Me ba online. John Mahama, in fact, in the history of Ghana, no president our British rules or the constitution anyway to choose from change John Mahama. In the history of Ghana, Sebi when TMP before through Pennyphone, can say or TMP Pennyphone to say don't match. Jesus Christ. Papa wrote to me. I mean, he doesn't respect anybody here. Omobia. The open or in the Ghana on Ghana. Because constitution on Tiasia. He doesn't on Tiasio. He doesn't understand the constitution. I see that I'm raw with daho. I'm raw with daho. Na usa chief justice said you queen. Me one so a friend say cases will break a good table so. And now we pick and choose. Pick and choose. Now we pick and choose. In fact, says ya no here. Head me pesa me topic no me divert no.
You let's stay focused on the leaked documents I'm in Sakano because a authentic omokra na ajiwo monsem. Tell omuni so Ghana ni biye hu de ekoso. Because omo Chief Justice net into omuni so biya mfa ma bonten.
Na Dormaahene boni a papa ye di na all of a sudden ut me appointed papa na say na the Dormaahene ye nyina na wo hye na chi o
Oh yes, I'm be say I mean
yeah. Audition na John Mama na she Dormaahene chi o say on attack you otufo.
oh yeah, they say the
Indirect sanity. Indirect no sanity because say waba na papa obi otumi ka say otumi book out animti ase say ye to sa from kra me nko. Na yeah, a chiso pass kra me dem look at this.
the whole judge the code of
Judge
yeah, the code of conduct it yes so best ade no.
yes, and this some people even a quiet way are. And says ya ubo say abaye deja o Ghana say your friend say yenyi yeah I mean yenyi na and say me ye makwa kra ne ya appointing or bench so.
The funny thing is Chief Justice or the new kunu tu kwan o ware ni o and one ni kunu tu kwan no de yenyi na Chief Justice o tu kwan one ni kunu.
Now onim any serious government bia next government bia no e was say omo buy a constitution omo amendment send the buy John Mama can be sued because papa no we deep bone papa in the history of Ghana me who president I we deep bone Rolex crown na buy a ye mu bi ni esusa no ne bone Rolex odi endu John Mama within a short time I buy or this year nipa ahwere omo nkwa no 3,000 emedu me ha many a esrem nipa ahwere omo nkwa pa ene oma because of war boku war until oma kogu borders near the idea omo dwane ebi see that in the history of Ghana so na o kan na oye ne mo na oto ayampia mo why de na o kan na omo agenda set na omo set agendas more ama enipa bi kanfo omo sa omo ayade na obusa omo say de na omo aya omo nim so intimi me te news no in fact to me I was shocked say Dormaahene was appointed as a Peacock judge or then I was shocked. No, now say your papa way. I didn't na papa woni. Me cry man call law school met me a research on Google. Dormaahene. Now Dormaahene. I mean
Ghana party cheap.
What a shame.
They said Dormaahene pay judge.
Judge. Now yeah, audition within a short time. Why would the people John Mama appoint him on the bench? Within a short time.
Oh yeah.
Kese well constitution there. That's all no akra before can say oba balance the bench no. Meanwhile the bench was intact because now no appoint be that the time 2016 Nanado ebi pension near that Nanado by 2 or the 3 be can ho. Any some judges EBI CC yes Kumasi Ashanti Road now say court near that EBI be yes no Ashanti Road ne bono. Now say Nanado de Peacock judges no by 3 be can no know the go pai and say na udi mo dis me ka sa asem we na me de ma no si hwe me we topic no enye ken ni baomia you understand but nanka me baomia but because of John Mama NDC for attitude ye here obi a wa kokuru pra enye gentle enye de oba ba ye mfa nche afa ne yeso NDC for asebi bi afa ne ye be research foforo no you do me I do you leader sa nkofo woni na ye a crime has no expiry date crime any expiring date emra bia mo busu bia no new government no ba was say oppressive sa normal mo busu na so sa appointment sa
da just but me to busu wasem kakra
me ba sa judges I appoint o mu nyina no MPP ba contaminants of with NDC. But yes, you did cases I did better. Friend, with regardless with Bonium baby.
New York, NYC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Documents I leak up about comments and the FC no. My name they overcome.
The reasons all the documents now ready and it will be petition. Or the previous government say or petition
Dormaahene as long as government is a continuous process, yeah.
And you know, and then no past government MPP for president, no, then or fast petition, no.
Sentinel or refer the chief justice say ebasa enyo fitia na wo yi nipa na di. Enti
so obeti committee said that John Mahama dey yi tokunu yi. Who's the petition ni ko na John Mahama forward it. It go forward or forward it and John Mahama ba o say.
Na ma
stop process.
Or forward it.
Forward ma committee. So Montana so.
Where you know so here. That's why. What me kind?
Yeah. Inti petition na dey to who. But say president they forward the petition na ma committee and our betting committee no forward the petition na more and as I said all the come council of state no president na anye
dabi this
the same way
be part of tobo your cases are under the chief justice authority na cases under the president the who can the president na it is akome we here or justice refer the man no or you hwemu awia or hwemu wie no and we say we find a prima facie case which means there's an evidence.
Audition, ni say nanado na onye interested say obey you be. Nanado onye kind of leader out is John Mahama or you.
Say ya obi a petition president previous government as a president a true petition under the capital. Then he expect to a current government also.
One thrown under the capital. Me na me kase nanado na interested so obey you comfort. But when thrown what kind petition that
previous petition date here that be petition date here that be
president responded to 9th January and will refer back to say we receive
9th January 2024.
Yeah,
2024 until say Ekufuado omuka say omu follow sa petition na enka net 2025
now almost
let's have intellectual discussion. We have the right to ask questions. You better shut up and let me ask my question. What can we do? I'm saying come in there now distract me.
Shut up.
Let us have intellectual days. That's your last warning. That's your last warning.
9th January 2024. You are talking about 2025 October.
So
as a previous government, 9th January, that's what we see for when me process. Oh, me come there, man, come there now. Who distract me? Saturday. Who are you host?
Onya, in opportunity. Abiding a continuous government. Be abiding job.
It continuous. Be a practicing government president January 2024. Now you are talking about it's October 2025.
And so what?
How many months did How many months? The petition my president. How many months did they take this over for the necessary authorities? The necessary step. The president now fail so or your petition now one petition is John Mahama obi na message obi enwie na John Mahama ba how many months near your petition
how many months do what me promote no
it's good it is how many months no what me tokonu adi obi petition John Mahama
how many months
me I don't support TMA I don't support Dormaahene and I said the obey bia me say obi letter na kan obi petition John Mahama or Dormaahene ho ana obi petition John Mahama or Dormaahene ho
they down there
obi petition John Mahama or Dormaahene
and this one there said the most Jimmy there kwasia Jimmy for
senior any kwasen ka osino no kwenti kwasia bi set ni furu bazo
said this for be
oba na mu so yan this ni
kwasia Mahama by how many taking how many ones were the chief justice said or Jimmy for kwasia ga say me o mo and this for mo control platform so na mo Jimmy no what Jimmy Abraham Metro rough. Mahama by taking how many months will chief justice said munya mwa and this is for more Jimmy too much.
Oh wait no mo sa Ken who page na mo claim so MP before. Obekọ na mo guo na omo ko both Ken anybody me page they claim to be MPP.
Asma evidence e kura me aban ye continuous government or a document crime any carrying date it will pay ba enso be hu say John Mahama enye amamuofo kankan ena panin toto a wabon ene bedi sa nkwase asem we ya president bia no bedi sa nkwase asem no oba ye no as a president oba what my chief justice said the same case o hwe conclusion as here the chief justice say why dey we find a premier first case against Dormaahene. It's either now over the end of the also who
we call it but we call it wa file payment facility we call it wa make an effort to me file premier first case
Yanko Nesper temples Mamintio.
Minia me dasi pa yes what seen in tentem kra and some
was a argument with intellect Nyansan Kaminsi but or I know so was this one could have say moko platform bias near can Mahama Tibon Koso Nasamo mon distracted woman. President what phone what
I don't know the casa me shut out.
na
intentions by any pages wa any
who make the argument here who make it sound logic valid argument without anything in any case say president no every fair case no man chief justice my understanding is say case and names at that time no ye high court judge no it falls directly under the chief justice in
thank you
that's it in the president every fair the no chief justice no and it was up to chief justice no say obey take it on. And you know, what you mean? Case be a case, no, what they call say last year, and I say be and I say no. The moment you refer man on there, and it was up to the chief justice so on to us. Not the proceedings in a bekoso. Oh no, now Mahama is an apology to the president, apology of the presidency.
That's it to our democracy.
And to our democracy, no question in Yamian no credit. Papa, wait, you say, what do you want a free and basic net day? Meaning. My dream is that me said that tears yet. The moment be why won't to me who said, oh man, to pass it. Oh man, said, the second time I would have thought, second time you're buying. What in I reflected, and won't be this time, no, and can never be some more. But I mean, never be decision you on more take here. We didn't want to you. As I know, in fact, me assure so we are aware, says our case we will hold. Oh yeah, where power?
That's why I be some legitimate question say. On him say a pending petition that whole and what promote to mine now. That's why we are excellent.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Who was no so? I don't know. I abide and person. Now government and you continue.
It's a continuation thing, my brother. You know, Oba, Betwaso. Uba betwaso enti de obia na se wo hwe hu se nipa no
Uba ya pick and choose now Uba
me I'm waiting say a lawyer for a Ghana omo epe we nyese we na se we say rule of law ye ma rule of law no enya adwuma me expect say obi nsam pega sem we na asem no sorry papa no na bia obi penasem na mom ne o trances eni ma wakeka obi a wo ye can say high court judge we high court judge wo mra wo na wo shemra and I say you to shemra kra wo na wo di asem of court na wo mu court I mean this is an affront to our reputation.
A whole judge to be catch Ghana from could I say oko court ni di asem kra me bu so and na me dem how now make such a statement like that a judge
if me expect pass a lawyer for obi page asem we na we mo fan ko na se mo san foto se ma ma won ya
yes sir NBC for no de nsem hu nko na omudi wo Ghana oh sir constitution
berufo a person mo kwasa metimi busa mo question because papa no ye vetted na
hello oba twem ma kwan sa no wakasa why
enti okay ma me wie
uni bwati design
that just me to know
that's mama no nim say asem we obi a petition say papa ye nyini free ade no so ana ohu ye na obu na ni go so ana wo ye ya say mama odi o man na bro papa and this is now all ye it will go against o man na a good democracy any one say pa because I would have thought say and go stand for democracy any a whole tenant there. But it was a case, papa was a case, you home, no work who hwe akoso asa appointing say appeal process and no be a thing say as a personal but in all process Nema was standing for is counter idea all you know principle of non-contradiction to me and yet na unye you cannot be and be not at the same time we achieve we a justice of the court justice of the court now so what transit idea we nyina no is against Now, or my penny, but no, as much as I appointed on Monaco appeals court. I mean, it's an affront to our reputation and democracy. No, they say you are dragging on, and I'm expecting say lawyer would be sorry. Now, same way down me so Mahama who ya almost a page be mon fanco. Now, and this idea of manners, a man at its but Mahama dear, the all you know, open ye. It's not say a boo man or having power. Penny me basi has say, not
say. Right. As I'm a next person, so no. Petition of page 9 epic this conduct. And now Chief Justice says our conduct we judge be no bet me ko tena bontena wa utter this reckless statement. Munti I say.
Say no the ordinary no tenem no. Monko so fridge na. No me kunipa. Amama ko dem. Amadoma ko apelo ya amana.
Look at all this.
But Munti and you. According to the petition, some reckless statement omo picking up. Ese judge be no bet me akogina bonten na wa misconducting into this situation yenti bi o.
Say no the ordinary no tenem no. Monko so fridge na. No me kunipa. Amama ko dem. Amadoma ko apelo ya amana.
Right. Eti now yeah the evidence ne kasa enye emotions ni aboa ne kwase ada bi. Now say a whole judge awukuta ethics of mwadwuma amoye na rule 1 actually say judge whether out or in esa wutimi put into certain position with decorum respect and sebeya wanimu wase na a whole judge etimi gina street na woye to say kwasankwa bia onko law school krada. Can you imagine this? Yanko next person shut up them wow
Yeah, senior me wa.
It does ever call there.
Sikadwa dawo ma. Woni adwuma pa.
Fire.
No pana nanka me di sini so na mu se wa post.
That's right.
Minu ya na masante for me ka che mu se mu ma ye ni de na ho. Kos ya obebe bia no asante. Ya Mahama yi a o me ni ada ho. Me ni ada ho papa. Obi a wotan obi osu obi di video ya wo boye kura keke. And went man so and no. I'm for bibia nka ho. Wasa amane position amane. Efunu ayi ya kubutuniti so. Enye se yasa wo yi obade Mahama ye no. Waye ni amo ho sem. Asante me ni na ho. Mamu maye mfa bibia ye be yesi kutusi ba mlisa nyoma. Muma ye ni na ho. Omo mpe asem. Sini amano esi.
Okay, me da sepa shada bodam. Yanko next person so. Willie.
Willie
watch it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, good morning. In the first place, my question person Busan said that Ben Shas sad judges you're more vetting.
Vetting Ben okay.
Oh, said Dormaahene before so be you know, you more vet to man.
Obetima I lecture ye. Me nim the okay.
Dormaahene you vetting.
You know, going for position, then cross over vetting. No one even sure.
Wow, we no. What's meaning say now? Watch it. Yes,
And American.
I'm saying I'm be shankos because no more no. Ya na e basa na say me America claim him say ya na mo vetting. I'm say bibi shankos.
Okay, dear Tierney, hono ni why dear mama nkyerɛ dear Tierney, judges no ye omo converting apart from Supreme Court judges, omo maka nyina converting. Supreme Court judge and am converting parliament, but omo maka ne deɛ by the president's executive order. Nti dear Tierney no.
Okay. And then change. On say before say about 2024 abano. Some of us no any man dey picture nyina ne say a big insult say NDC for best akofa Mahama so samedi Ghana for so you can ya na bi no ne nya adwen based on ne all transit bia no ne scan kami ene de obe 2016 no nanado be etu no e konfa so ne di mi na chesensem bebre di npa bebre e de hu say papa no woni adwen pa e mo man Ghana na mom no adwen nyina ne say on de atono so be do man so de oba be do man so na de opebia why de why fine ya de aba ma no amanfo biblia kasa so oba be sesa de ma ɔbɛyɛ ama Ghana ayɛ bɔkɔɔ ne ade sɛ wo a wobaeɛ no nnipa asetena mu nkɔ yie afei deɛ wobaeɛ nso a nkyekyɛmu no wohyɛ ase wɔ abra na wote abɔnte no ɛne wagye na wobɛnya atumi no nso no wasan yɛ dɛ wotoa so wohwɛ all the appointment wa make yi a ɛtumi sɛ Ghana no wakyɛ mu bɛɛ kyɛ sɛ wɔde Ghana no ahyɛ nipa kakra bi nsa
wa breach conclusion no totally wa say bibia
wɔde Ghana ahyɛ nipa kakra bi nsa na me deɛ meya no nyinaa ne sɛ ɛnɛ woyɛ NDC supporter susumane nyɛ wo dɛ woyɛ NDC supporter ma wɔne nkwa wɔn sɛ Mahama ɛyɛ 4 years mu twa akɔ wɔ sɛ Ghana wɔde mpapa mu ba Ghana na yɛanhwe a ɛbɛduru mebi no Ghana asomdwe a yɛhwehwɛ na ne yɛtem dada no yɛnya no saa biam da titiro Dormaahene koraa nneɛma wagye a na saa petition wei da hɔ wɔamfo ne ahwɛm wo a obi wɔten baabi koraa wo sɛ wɔde ne kunu ɛne ne ma akɔ kyɛ sɛ yɛfa nso wabɔ ɔma ne ka na obi wabɔ ɔma ne ka no wobaeɛ no na nanado ɛde nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo nso ɔmabɔ ɔma ne ka wɔ wo aban mu asɛm ɔkɔ court no wo so wompɛ ho asɛm koraa tie koraa wɔtwitwa case no mu
na Kevin Taylor ɛdeɛ atamdidi na Kevin Taylor
wotwitwa saa nneɛma wei nyinaa mu wɔ yɛ promotion so ɛdidi na ɛbotaeɛ paa na sɛ at the same time before so ɔbɛkɔ no nso no nyinahene box side last minute wopɛ kwan bɛsɛ de hyɛ wo nuansa sɛ mohwɛ yɛ a maybe wɔyɛ campaign wɔ se a nanado bae amanfoɔ consignment bia wɔ magyegye nti ɔba a obiaa agye no consignment bia ɔbɛsa agye ama no at the same time also wofata agezi galamsey o promote galamsey ɛne no wobae no wobisɛ wobi yɛ galamsey wabɛgye n'adwuma a de no so nya galamsey asɛm fine small scale man ɛne deɛ wo no asa kɔgye bi ama wo nua afei kyɛ sɛ awurade Nyankopɔn mɛsrɛ woyɛ NDC ni a obi antaw so support NDC but money na hɔ na obi ntimi nsesa ɔmanja pade ma na busua kakra owie a na nkete be bedwene ho so a wɔde mpapa mu ba yɛ mu de Ghana no yɛte time bomb so say ya all the other tribes no say Mahama if you say one NDC na de nani bi say Asante region so anasa akanfo Asante to be precise there obia kan ntimu say sade bon enye possible na de wo how kase en beba ebra ye nyina no ene ye kirima omudi echi nti obia me ne na ho na sa asem we no lawyers ni ya mo free say sa case on be say ko bia enko okay so bi ko bia enko bi
that's pa yenko the next person you kumi wo dabi enye kumi asempa to menka okay asempa nti yenka
Hello.
Kote yenka
Yeah, but asempa me toka.
Yeah from no anya de be yimasi o time ni so why asempa me yenti o
Yo, me da ma se pa mpemfo. By mo wase bia na campus me bisa ne se won. CCA no ye fighting for say Ghana never succeed and I say you fighting for say Asante or Ghana or something like that.
Only why na fight only why
No, like we youth know.
now adam o hear me am youth
You understand?
adam o hear me am youth.
No, I said ye youth because so when you youth na say we senior man so we senior man. Okay.
Sir me pen na me de me life.
In the senior okay. Okay. Say okay say the open or then we life be ya. Na say the president no so pe e na obeye.
Be president want me nya the ope on the Ghana na share nsa me obi am for taxpayers ka bia me share nsa.
Okay. Oh, ndem das. Ba mpese me bisa so bisa say mra na mpacho ti menka.
Ethiopia.
Aya ye ba online ya ye especially me kasafa youth because the obobo ye youth na me pe. Na
Why
nyoma ba ko mienu.
Why na be boy youth no?
youth no there for me no me support Ken
Ken na be boy.
because the Ken any eden.
Okay.
Yes.
Mate.
Ken
No enye MPP policy na me ye no ye document a e kire say president mama follow constitutional rules bi na ye kan was say wo ho idea dia oni ho idea na o me ato aso why.
Okay, Mate.
Asem me that's why ntia be should about ye Ken program why Ken me ono na me support on nti why men's why.
No problem.
Okay, me that's pa asem pa no. Right.
Yeah.
Young next person Sekmani wo.
Me wɔ ha o.
Yeah, akwaba me nua.
Yeah, ɔde hyɛ ba mɛte sɛn.
Right. The only way say
No hands on our bay. No one
okay, okay, so me ba why?
Oh no, ɔde kasa kasa ba.
Lock kasa, ode kasa.
Lock kasa why?
Oh, maybe kakra bi na mpese menka. Ede me mpese menka na say obi a o ha on support to them a me na dia o yakwasiato wajimi because enye fe.
Okay.
Yeah, obi a o ha on support to them a ni nyina bia yakwasiato.
Mahama wo ye dey, Mahama ye dey.
Yeah. Oh, Mahama ye niema.
Niema be ya.
Enti Mahama ne din trending na enti ho na enti bi adenti anipa ya de pa ye nka ho asem ke
kwasia Jimmy fo say o ma
ada wo ba be di nipa say obi on supporting dia kwasia to na wo nya kwasia to
say we this ni Mahama nkana man
wo nya kwasia Jimmy papa
Mahama no e
o se jo mama o trend Jesus Christ
we mu nyina
o so okọ New York ni ministers ni na be di chiro di omko New York kwanya shopping bi omo ye wo ho no
mo Jimmy me say this for ni bi de so mo say mo pa o mo ti say
o se jo mama trend o trend
she including the host
Jimmy kwanya shopping omo kwanye wo New York ro mo ye bi bro we Jimmy baba nyansa na ko
me say NDC for no ho se Mahama nkraman ne de minim se de se Mahama adwonso amoma no mo se de mo se Jimmy kra de me hu bi da o mo chance se kire wadwena mentie utirim de wom na hwe so betima convince me a o mo ntimi o Jimmy Mahama kraman ne ba ko no se Mahama trending kwasia trending because we are highly incompetent leader. Mahama we aponchi funu dead goat wa bont wa bo ko Mahama nya obi ase kama ne president eye wo mo etoba ase nkurasefo bi na etoba de man DC o mani ntei eni ntino Mahama trende Mahama hwe nan do ko New York tan akogina signboard obi atua sika ne yede obi screen picture betimi aboso na whole president wa ko New York such a disgraceful leader amamofo kan woni be na tie Mrs. Sandis Mahama nkraman ne de me nyomu bia on na o memintia yenko next person. So, Mamintio.
Yeah, Samo.
Mamintio, what am Mamintio?
Yeah, this year, Unim. Say no, baby, NDC de judicial service. I was here very careful, because the way I politicize the judicial service, no. I was here very careful, because right now, no, sometimes me say na obi kase, as say Dormaahene ni asante. No. Emfa no nto nchen. We no ye kano as Dormaahene as a judge. Nejuma oyema oman no.
That's right.
They make what you say. It got nothing to do with asante no. And no a chieftaincy matter and no dane baby. They make us what you say. We are in a public service idea oye. And the petition akoma president. They make what you say. President, and they also say when it comes to judicial matters, they are very sensitive. And bibi sabe to a jape. I was so there. Who follow up, baby also could be an also there. So when it comes to justice, justice yen fan yen nam for sem. They make what you say. Justice yen fan yen nam for sem. Justice is justice. the way I we your friend is saying Chief Justice Nidi the friends we need no. Most of the things I'm they attacking no. Me to me no irrelevant. But you can come most of the mu use process na mu de mu de no. Petition it doesn't even and found say petition last year say last 2 years so there is a petition like petition now your petition Chief Justice no the petition president now president for the man Chief Justice no. So evidence wo right? Yes, evidence wo it doesn't matter. Say John Mahama a friend is saying nanado time say John Mahama time it doesn't matter. There is a petition. Inti president awotis no once a wire wadwin say opese oye dey u promote to nipa na ya petition no. I was so oye dey o hwe petition na da ho no ansa no wire sa promotion no. They make what you say. But say o no o overlook petition na da ho no. Na u promote nipa na then meaning say your justice system na nkasa na wo nkasa no nya dey ehun hia because the way na amanyosem era your friends a judicial service now say very careful say very careful because it's a threat to our democracy but I say akwakoye say aban bia baso na nkofo e defend I would say sometimes we have to stop the politicization here more nationalistic. I would say more man we here. They make what the NDC judicial system the same thing na MPP bar on my baba day almost baba ye.
Say tit for tat.
They make what and you musa omo ti o man we say.
NDC judges. So MPP passport o nyina
MPP so bar e kwan bi o so be fa so o meyi o mo anaso o de bi be ka ho no. Eno no say me no mienu na eto o man ye bu say ho say se me no mienu no ye nya asem a why ne be dey e be ka bia maye. They make what you say because say no oman no direction na ekon e very bad because it's like I say politics no ye di rebi BM which is very dangerous. I say very careful especially your judicial system no me kwa de on anka judicial system no kwa de me menya kwa na anka munye independent anka mu ankasa no like if some may review or your friend is a constitution ni mu no my amendment na anka judicial system no mu ankasa no o may yomu chief o makwa akoye vote no mu ankasa yomu chief justice like o mu ankasa ye independent a yemfa manyosem bia me dey emba ta omo because kebeboa because they say no akwakoye say unya sempe or see a political color o ye MPP ni and now ye NDC and even judges no kro mutu omudi asem no kran osuro because ye the NDC ni ba na odi etiane pe onim say de makoshe ekurase baabi ye de ne be ko into no asem na wo tsukura o di no kra no e ye fear de make what you say hwe mama example abronye omode no call courti hwe e justice hwe nsema na o chrochro wotimu say enye se onim ade o
otimi twa say
Idi
Amin court animal kingdom.
That's the point. Oh, and yes, say say oh yeah very knowledgeable. Now share like say now who reading the verdict now. Utimu say verdict now all chro no. I say all chro to please somebody. And you no ankasas justice no. Na dey no dey day or di asem no. They make us what you say. I say forces been pushing no. It's mumanya very careful. Mumanya very careful judicial system ni mu pa. Right. Because the way I econo, si anhwe ya emoye. Enti mo menjai Dormaahene ene asante asem no eno a chieftaincy man eno no da baby eno a different from Dormaahene as public servant no. Sa na judicial adwuma na oye no. They make what asem okokan ye pa, asem okokan ye pa. As justice to now okokan asem wi e wa bonten a president enye se hu video no. And yes, we'll be a crying a day and Kaiwo. Now we are watching say, oh, overlook this video way to promote the man to appeal court and answer there. Like John Mahama. They say no, they were now. I say when you watch judicial system, no, like what then now person watch you. Then now person watch you. What do you want to use the judicial system to achieve? Because it seems I say, I say, like you have mission be our person accomplish you. They make what you say because John Mahama crowd here and Kawun Kobiemo. John Mahama, and can copy and this is the time Kwana can say we firm, Nanka day. Ushepu or mine. This is the time I wasn't firm because you don't have any contest again. And this is the time I wasn't Oma or presidency, you know, are relevant to the people of Ghana. But say na kwakwa say wadwene like minima dia like minim de makoshe dem mama plane as a judicial system na a minor like a minor obema woni abena wabu o mine as a judicial system no woni wo hot 2 months oba almost about 8 months in here about 69 justices and now do my best like aday debe nkwa na mo pese mo ye o sa debe nkwa na sa judicial service wo den na mo pese mo de ye o mine Odisha Baba, my friends, you
What did you ever saw you? Young call your mobile in Casa or baby.
Yes, the reason.
Canada.
Madam I say, I mean, Shampi, and your Juma, so yema, yin ani yaman Ghana. Bra, we all landy, I can say. My judiciary system no yen fan compare with Asante Mine Bunumai. And me person me can say President Mahama promise you all those people that were insulting Asante Man
Oh, sir.
or promise you or he has to deliver and he has to find a way or so many whichever way to deliver his promises. Just like Kelvin Taylor. Odidi Ghana for atem didi, especially MPP and Asante Man, and most importantly, Otunfo. Odidi na temye o ni case na na ewo hon e de na siye o sesa judiciary system na na ni case ni e ni sen obi be ka say e ni funtum fly omu YouTube now he comes to Ghana walk there freely without anything yenya ni hwe the same thing with
Captain.
Dormaahene
Captain.
the same thing with the Dormaahene tietia Otumfo na so sa because ya promising. So, as a Mahama fulfill it. And we're fulfilling a man. And it's going to be worse. It is going to be worse. Mahama sisi and the biokas on you jump from Ubona onte. And in fact, Ubona onte. It's so whatever he would do to please all those people are and he will do it. And it's not going to be only Dormaahene. More are yet to come out. A lot is yet to come out. Yenya ye ukrumha. Yebe hu se ni ebesi. And yema bebre wan Mahama, especially to the judiciary system, or best is some bebre. Yenya ye ukrumha, you will see it. Ministry can be wan, but the American say, yen youth in Aban, it's about time say, ya di agene better form. Near the end in better form. Na you say politicians no muban, omu bia especially NDC. Mimi say mentuaba. I used to be an NDC member, but me film way back because me who ejume bi omoye ma Ghana. Me who bibi papa bi omoye ma the people of Ghana. Obanya hwe ma Ghana for. Eno mukoye. So I decided not to do politics anymore, especially with NDC. Me first, second about to am to me to Nanado because we wanted change because we have had enough of NDC. So I voted for Nanado, and that was it. But me sure Mahama mwembu de basisia no more. In fact, me I am so sad that the ordinary makon ebetom baby no. The youth in Ghana will rise against him, and he will be the worst. He will be the worst off of all the president of Maba Ghana. Me that's it. Me the masem this year.
Young next person, are you? Kumi utimenka kumi.
Hello.
Hello, Kumi.
Me watch your mom can say why na me about 1 minute.
Mate, yo, proud heritage.
Yo, Minia.
Okay, there.
Audition. Oh, Yamiadon. Who ya pa? Sikajanya okesi.
Opia.
Na winshira wa juma pa wo. Enti Ghana yet na se ama Mahama. Ede Ghana no ase ne botuma ye de wo pe. Ghana nya Mahama de o. Ghana for de o. Ghana for egina constitution so ani akoto abayi Mahama. Near the Mahama bedi ade we ya. Afi de Ghana no de to atopre constitution no wo tietia so. Se be brudi constitution eni mu twitwiri form eye de wo pe. Enti prima facie case kese da ho etia mensa bedu agema bedu asama ho anyway. Ana wa pa ho asa ho ana chief justice wonye nyina so papa bia chese ene ko du papa bia do chief justice yeda nyane ya ene maami wode ne nam ha ene maami wode ne fa what it maami edi abra wonye nyina so papa bia amfanti ya maami egu Ghana ni ma se de mra hye won nsam ye de wo pe wonhwe ye o wonhwe ye onima onkobusa Rollins wadakem onko bebia Rollins da no onkobusa no onum pa wode Ghana mra hye ne nsam tena so mfi dodo sai maternity hall no kowu dai owu basa wonhwe ye na Ghana no enye ne dia ye nyina ye dia ana Ghana fu bi mu say akoko funu dwanfu na ya ka asam kire na wode ababo na enye ne ya ye wo short memory na ya ka asam kire ya ade bechi ne ye refie ye mu bia ye gini Ghana fu bi mu amagini aye mmoa ne ntwamoa asa akoto aba ma no wa ba power and all the mrasha wonsem de da agima bedu tumudifo we yase na onim se wo ya asante oye ne hu Mahama oye ne ho one na agima bedu ni nyina omo ka hye nkoduru ne sum de emo mma bi nto na eboboba sese ya na odo oman ne befa mu de a ene eboboba wonhwe yi pa na Ghana no enye ne dia enye ne japade Ghana aida ho enye ne japade o enye ne japade efiri fa ne sebi eyimo mbedi ade kro manfa mranhye omun nsem kra no hwe kwan amode efiri fa mo fa so cool leaders wicked leader, the most wicked leader Ghana has ever had is this regime. Very wicked president. Why would you go and elevate such a man to appeals court? About there are a lot of cases pending against this man. You close your eyes and decided not to look into it. Not to look into it. Non-compliance with the Constitution, breach of the Constitution, infringement on the Constitution, and violation of the Constitution. Judge awujina hokura busano bro busana sama untimi construct one sentence. Judge appeals for judge untimi construct one sentence. This will pay an initial etafre na no mo na no e de nsaf titi ni timi yi ni huni mu di. Akwa we but them ni we ase ni tiri bo fo mu se de na ye no. Everything yakopon jawajo. Nam se nkofo we pa me nkof kra atomic bomb bi na me fa be blast wo mu enhye wo mase kra free wiase anasa me nyede asembe kra na ebe wiase asembe kra na ebe wiase and this fo bi mu ye mu
aso manu so aso manu preko
me o ma fa ebini awe na achen agima bedu we gi me fo we pa wan yesi ho no wa fa di sanate hwe papa hwe nanim ani ade opportunity na sa akwa we yare fo we pa na yesi wo no me aka na sefo akwa we pa na yesi wo no akotie di sana akoye and the sana party na akoye na Ghana ntimre ni ha enti sese no yenya dai panyi bi ntimi sore nkasa na Eradi Nyankopon de na esie odwanfunu as chese ya kasam chere papa ya wontie timi akopega akwa we with all the petitions da wanim na akwa bi ba so be kasa as a previous government. Does he understand government? Ono nim say so o Ghana ni a government kura wo kan won
kamane de
anasa ya kan government I want to say ana so ono kura wo kasa na is part of government. Government want to ask you. Just a government, yaka government on him say be a body be a statute government say statutory body it is yeah na sefem only ma de kro Jimmy which say audition for life audition followers also obey be a
bekasa one put vote na pe why we are here
Mama we be ya say nipa say na kwaku tieto obono nso ato.
Yee.
Eh.
Ewurade Nyankopɔn, mensunum.
Ebe
Me say enya kwa na ya pagya na ye na peace court na ye me ye o.
O dabi.
There uni masantefo a omo ye appeal court judges.
No, Chief Justice on your family.
Bebre.
Me say woni masantefo a omo go Supreme Court. Enya no na ye o na mom sa akwa we sa hwelenim.
wagu ye ni mu ase.
Asa Mahama Tambon.
Wagu ye ni mu ase.
Chese wagu ye ni mase pa wagu Ghana ni mase. Mini wagu Ghana ni mase. Mahama wo say ye publish no. Ye ma ewiase nyina hu nipa wo ye. Enye Ghana hanko UN ho. I was say ye file petition by any means na do court to UN council.
Right.
Say akwa wo ba ye no o support ku wo de ho aboku leaders wo Africa ha. Ana wo de mra ase ne nsem Ghana. Wo kasa na wa bechew and wo sponsor tribal war.
Right.
I was say ye ma wiase nyina hu. Boni a wo Mahama ni o sponsor tribal war, ofuale tribal war. Asese hwe regime. Container plotter container kura container intimi nsiso ukuro mu nipa se wonim sola nipa nyina tu afri sole more than 5 million people e gane afri kuro mu ho amabi nipa ewu no kakra bi no omo declare o ama Ghana fo e kopra Salomon Avicos dey na wo French Avicos fo e dey na wo woni Avicos ni Africa da e wo ka ba akoma sister wo ba fi akopom so bedu. Excuse me, yo munyina. Ni pepa motuom. Na Ghana 40 mi ekoseke ya Salamo Ivory Coast.
Right.
She ekwan ya kwa we fuwale boko war. Onwa friend nebusuafo edis bomodin say obe destroy Kurono.
Yeah.
All for his interests.
Yeah.
All for his selfish interests. Youth Ghana, I was said mama yes sorry. They protested massively against this regime.
Because it doesn't make sense.
He doesn't deserve. Even he doesn't deserve to sit in a district court.
No.
He doesn't have the pedigree, the integrity to sit on any case.
Okay.
Media was why you know when you will be unfun home.
That's it.
Na enyenya me kame boni bia sa akwa gonjani sa gonjani no kame boni bia
ade shema me bra mo 2 minutes
obi anya abotre me bawo e bia fe ne nuanu bia join ye die ntia mete anyina ne se papa ye frere ajuma badu obi anim no na nra Mahama de na court of appeal na me nsaka a document and character free abam government name said there's a petition pending against Dormaahene said he should be removed from office. Eti Muhammad join here no. Bikuta.
This my captain watch out the man match up.
Captain. Hey, captain Jinaso meba over fire.
Maybe only Chamako, with his own
so, 13 pages of a petition from the judicial service seeking to remove Dormaahene. But Mahama, Akashara Kataneni, and were promoted in the court of appeals. But Enra information you pick and say Senka Nanti and Chesa of Person didn't call Supreme Court, but Emfa or didn't call Supreme Court to Dormaahene Beko. Vertin and I'm saying a bro for 7 years on Kayabachano. You will to bem and also or didn't call a court. One. Right. It is our friend who are joining here. You perceive who your busa president say, or Yahweh said this petition is still pending. So why say ubuna ni guso na o promote Dormaahene? Mami ma captain akwa, captain that is say.
Na muswe.
Captain ya we.
Tie fo nyina.
So what ya more so ha say.
Okay. Na woni mtakra me pese maker. Asante man fe yie.
Yemra.
De tiene se mesrem momo akoma mlafom. Momo akoma mlafom. de tie ne se ono Dormaahene o se police mu ye o rank we de me betwam kekro na me ka jem se bibia ni wa asesa police mu e wo rank who do super crowd so do chief super as roba commission mu asha ase akọ na se se adwuma bedu no se na o meye api se se ya buburu to api project mapa ho asem dada na abedu hoyi because the mebu he me interview be ka say eni kwase e mana konya se jo mama so ope santin asem a e was mana shi adwuma bedu no this any promotion na e was for the man no e was to tina so eni kwase o de man no gina bebi o gina na ya pe na o to no to ni ye hu de ne be na de tia me se mo mama ko mamla fom ne se bebi a mu bu no kono sampa mahene na sama jafla ogina odada rank no ti no ba betu obi no ye obi o chief inspector o wom 8 months o ko 9 months ye obi o ye promote na fe no oye 1 month.
That's right.
enti afe no oba enti besramu we no mum yeso so bebre o maka se ye mpe na asem ko ye Ghana president timi we ni asante da mi penyame
Ya mfa na okra.
na ni asante ni ho enti besramu na asem aba de do se nyina na ye punto koy de but me mpese mo be ma asem we do se mo de book mo asem na mo we na ye fine but emu bi akuma ntu hwe nse ye
Sabe pepe.
ni nse ye mo de mo ntake no wayi enwuma mu no mo
Kwekwa de
no
ye document e wo court e wo judicial service na ye nsaka e na ye ma Ghana wo hu say there's a petition pending. So ya ma Ghana for them hu a e be ha adwenti say we need
mo policy a me enyama sem because me kura masem na ba mo betena fidi kase we so aka but mo ba hu say opekwa o me Ghana president enya hwe
nobody give a damn to me. Nobody give a damn. Nobody.
because some jafla no ono ogina ho dada ono kura no sebi so ono so your promotion na ono kura obekwa end obekwa we are seeing so the dia jema bedu ne ye nyina ne say oni tu di sampa hini mu ni nya no the same no ya sha asie free abrabo ase na na bia odi ahoya no se oye de ya me wo manim sie ho no enu abi se anuafo kra ko na nafo de so nko anya hwe enti besra mu mun fa mu down bibia nu we sesa santene ye santene
Oh,
santene o ye santene ne esa ye santene chira na dan chambata gari asantene fo ma bagira no wa na hye ne mpresa hye ne mpresa ne tia wa hye ne mpresa nyame wa de papa de mano na minim se you the way am kun dako ye beda asole no ne yesi santene ni tin ye de betu ye sika edi no Ghana so na nipa tumi e wo santeman mu enti mon kama ko tumi am
that's it.
me de me be chia mo keke me twamako enti mon to adwuma pa no so
Yeah,
sika dam mo ho ban sika
Captain,
dam mo ho ban
that's right.
bye
Captain,
bye
more pia. Captain on the other say. Na yantu aswe. Eti when the a documenter a see and ye pa hontima. Enti uba na honti ase anu obisa question ya to aso nya ebibu fro bia na ye ka. We wono Dormaahene no onfa ho ye obeye super chief justice nobody care but we person ye hu ne say Ekwen first chief justice omo yi the same prima facie case kronoana omo determine until today as of the chief justice 2024 January na omo determine a prima facie case against chief justice Daniel Mensah so elder na president Mahama ebu na ni guta petition we so na o promote na no asem na ye ka no wa say ye nsa kakrata no on fi se bia ye nya but ekutai wa ha yem next person
What is it?
Morris.
Yes, we're about to have something. Ghana date.
Focus on every man has own every
Is
whatever.
the briefly?
Yeah, Kasa
Okay.
Morris.
Me na pay that's here. What is your password to make us a day?
Yeah, you don't kapa.
Me take a few of your minutes. Make sure we have no a few minutes. To say no, I did two getting like I say, constitution in fancy quite bishop. Yeah, yes, seen it trust will come some boy. And like I said, yeah, for yeah. One, your question was this thing expected? we na ye nyani ne say na expected na mbwa.
Oh yeah, so we there. So what your campaign man?
Yes.
Yeah, me position the man there.
What yes. Me there was a video at the ho. Nipa na Bono regional minister kwase a na okaka ne nsensem bi na oka do vote to galam say ekubusa na kofia do masem. He made it point blank say, you see Abono minister Momo party no na sisi am wo. And everybody our president bebre, our videos bebre or noa obi an bebre ojina dada. So this is no news. Even kura mo yewura ti we yewura mama timi. Ana yewura akufo ado we. Say definitely oba power no. O nkofo bi o mo yen some favor be oba bi nti oba mo bi ejina be bi so ejina na mboa. What is it? Most of the times no it is so is this a surprise and I mean I'm surprised. And it doesn't surprise me at all. We na acquire power drunk bi. Potentially I was see a better power and I was say ye bi. Na ye de ba. Nti wa betimi aboa bi ya no. Ye do baba. Nti we ha amatela bu nyina omunya obi a te ne ba bi no. So na make an. It is secondly am asantema so. Asantema na affect you kwan bi so ana. Na make say yes and I make say no. Yes ne say maye say nipa no. Na ke say dodo na no we nyina no. Asuma si mu na mo share chire. Ya maye no so the other side no so they say I be affect you baby e kwan bi so ana there be affect you because timing again wa unim chess game e free chess ya kwan na ho odin pa game na da ho na e bo ho so I guys game of thrones with abu bi na kwa so ya o de she game na e wo sa ayo obi di le Ghana no normal I'm so obi yeah the Gaza was one I'm so
About me to while. Well, no me
need
too.
to know after when you better. The Ghana no ye normal mienu na Ghana no omo di politics no no and customs no I am for some and constitution clear obia di ni lame even though deep down you obi mu ha mu chafa but untimi nyi wani sa even though akwa ide we ni obia di ni lame we bu say ho say nanzi enche bia be 3-4 weeks ago I gazette Samba Jafra say nya ye nua no mabrofo e bi obegina platform so be soon say ai mobile mo share bo say mobile mbay say so ba man timi anje mobile kra fa mo de say na mo ti o de say be nyina anti denji aye ti sa say constitute a custom for no si baby chieftains system si baby ana we so ye baby one cross ma we ni lam ko cross ba ha on so be kire wo say ha ni bia Santina bibi cross on Ghana for some time and something in gabi and you have na ntum say he knows the game, he understands what is going on. Sometimes you be an bibi an we be say e bibi an say no matter why logic is something else on fa na no ko bi ko mo side no nti sa so na untimi map o de she ba ma me die ma sa so na mtimi nko ni die nti me say kire no ma ye kire so na betimi ashae betimi nunu but untimi nyi wani mem e na untimi nya hwe fa ho ma ni as simple as that. And the years and to hey, a China create so much a promotion for say the patapa, aquacusi, I have called a Supreme Court to cry and fire one name fire because say a political destiny, a politics of one idea into no, you're a mamma or every right so bet my postpone, bet my constitution, one man and one you at the end of the day, say the end of Akufo Addo got naturally, or this year by Ibusasa Akufo Addo, what's Akufo Addo known for? Be able to send a crack because of free SHS.
Tia.
Kofo obi akra ka to kwen ne kura ampo ye kura kofo time na ebu bi so sakura ampo no kofo ya asobo health insurance kofo na ma free hospital jeje ko jise ba ka jeje de yemi en
Oyeku one kunkum afri famone soja for
what on scenario ne wo nya se bia wo ye neutral kura ampo unya bi nka Nyera Mahama first instinct to buy dear na wo Ghana for no pa even this for kwade no waka first do so enti aye legacy na obeja to ho no tie asantuma say he legacy no kotena fie no obi nkofo di din say tag wa ye affect because we have been through worse than that abrofi he o fe dia nyetimi geje be ye dia nyetimi ho entimi shekihwe I said, on Anzina Motiwana Musu say, or by an eye, what men share to be a no buy when Yanquaje is somewhere you matter how Nagajet and I'm busy for, and is a good because I'm busy. Mana, my dear, Mamma, I see, Mamma, I see. Yes, I'll tell them simple logic to tell you, say, ne lie near politics, with the politics, they are betting me the politics now, and no betting there, but red chief tells you, boss, no, what's me from my house? What's me from my say it way? Yes, yeah, president, I'm sorry, I some case, yes, some would be an easy, and ye. Or then I look at camp, only one could be a bed into Quebec, some, for example, Bokodium. And yet purely customs. Moi, I'm mobile car, so move from copy video, the world video, I could for a time I know 2 for my account. Every account time I was going that for I was doing that for Toko. The Gumba for Toko is Abuduni and Danny see, no 2 for brief for we say Jubilee houses, whatever. Or can I say, case when some cases we know. We are politics here, when you move away, custom, purely customs, I himself. Won't see us your own team. Do your politician out with us outside, not into Canada. It will be a deal with an umber jumping you over there, but you don't want to be married to cause one way smart. Yes, it's a man, you're so too over there, father. And no man, it's a man, you run or walk man, or just smarter. Step said, we need an answer. Come on, this year, to quench your Ghana. Dear, I am finding your because of power. They don't find you. You defending. At the end of the day, Papa no one succumb. But in conform basic power, you see, I hear from Antoquesi, fresh in Tokoba and Ghana, and then go club yard, or club now, sorry. You almost shama, no more no more. What is it? Yes, Shama, and Yanki, Yanamonco. Was something to himself and none of that to understand the meaning of money, reading no money. Woman was almost constant, only a Santa War. But there are 2 more one of my boy, a boy on basis, and a one could club.
There is my time. Ani pa bako kasa sa ade.
Maza.
What is it? I go on the hard baby. One hard you been the last week on platform, so I'm going to need hard. What is your banner? Wow, boy, no was that official. But I say, oh, I didn't say baby. I go use it for me. Wow, to what the bomb but you what is your you feel on your leader near painting. Some messages now to bread, no to buy you run. But see, God have a Bianca to come to progress from a panic. One fee, so. I mean, if you want me to was on my feedback. And I'm on 2 me to also my feedback. Phone, what is your back? You would have to so. By the end of the day, go for basis, you know, my sister, and a honor. Then the church is Kajati. It means I don't know where you want. And I'm because I'm a professor. My quack redeem my quality. Other as Antibiaco Santiana. The band my reading was the politics one I owe my dear. Women I owe my dear, women I owe my dear. So, my name is Santa. About be dear lame one. Only a bachelor says, somebody Jaffa out to when I ask them about and this yaba and then and this is one bar. After they do a general issue. The only reward I began to say politics, you make me promoted, but see, I can say, what to be no more rejoicing, no more money, Yan Thomas has to be because of honor, president, you two mean rule.
Okay.
Then got declared chieftaincy because president will rule.
And I enchant it.
What is your man?
Yo, mother,
you quite who me ask why?
I quite free.
Aboko reason.
Nice one, Minia.
About the Adam Sikajadum, who are Mijis also who ye.
Ijawa Hasi, Ijawa Hapa.
That's right. And one on a neck canon. Now, Miss Media made too soon, he said. Me who sad the way as Segrenti War 2.0.
That's right.
A BSc pen. And a sa baby. Now, what they are doing is Mahama is using Ghana to match against Asante.
Okay.
To me, that is the bottom line. That is the bottom line. Just say right now, no, he's rolling out the formation they are going to use to match on Asante. For the past by 1 year. Over here, for the past by 1 year, you say Igbo phobia be shamed from Nkran side. That is during Segrenti War, no, you can find Krofo free.
Yeah.
Nigeria, ebe formation,
best, yeah.
That is it. And Obesha, say, will rule out what Dormaahene position. If I say a football match, Dormaahene na say about attacking midfield. So what you say? It's oyi obia position amano. Na say ebreni duru ha. Enti me pese me warning asante for. Emma mo me take things for granted. Yes. Sikejwa de ne ho sikejwa ho den. On tena ho emma obia metwi mfa ne so. Basa ade ya wo de no ho so hwa. Efiri wo nsa.
Na
pesa asante for ye.
Adentina ashanti ntino. Adentia.
Minua meba.
Efino de kasa efino.
Enuntina asante ense say ye so complacent. Miti senkrofo ba be kase enkosihwe masa enkosihwe no wani bepa ahoso na team a fan say second division pa na ba be first division team akọ there be because so from the 80s says have those Van Damme films and action films no say it be a Rocky if I say Rocky for example obi anim say Rocky famous, Rocky strong, Rocky will be intimate, no boss no denam club, no name manage, it was underdog will be crack or shake a crabias baby, no year training, no year training, who answer about Rocky. And son of Rocky and Yaban also. And I'm person me chance and say, yen to me now, and you're so complacent, sir, and fight yen past history, and boy and once for him.
That's right.
I was here be any bring defending what has been given us with blood and sweat. Exactly.
Media game no probably bring media game na say. Omunyanti media game na say.
Omunti ase. Now if said to my your friend is saying Yera Mahama. If say or that dumb. He's not dumb. He's a very smart man.
Very.
Why do you think he's risking his own political career by giving appointment to this man or promoting to that position? Meaning, at this point, and says as anti-trusty any politician, whether MPP and NDC. Look at this thing. Yansha MPP, for example, say, if I say for the past 10 years, so be catcher or say Mahama, a bit too Asante sweat chance ya kabajedi. Because Mahama on a personal level no only a good relationship import the Mahama family. Mahama na bejina simpi so aka say on the political career krano e ye run the sheni kutu pamane ye den e mani take you on that career into a ban sign afi usoliti na sante man yenhwe Yera Baumia has an excellent relationship with Yera. Mede me hunu kra say o Yera ba kra prekope. Say ya nhwe ni ye na say Baumia so have an ulterior agenda. It's against Asante. And they be a what put up a poker face right now. No so bet what the Mahama Yesua. For the next 10 years, if say him fan Asante Bejina, and you say wakoma nyediya, one ya wakunya heart attack.
What do you say? Omo picking politicians not picking intelligence. You say, nananom no de pekwa bia so no pe bibia on ase ekwa bia we fa so bia de ku okra bia okunti on say ebo mu ade mami bi kakra ma no me na ye fine so won sa agoro no nti
that's right
obi che wade bebra no how so won sa ade no
no how
yes no how politicians ni use against the nananom makwacha na de me na ye fine me na kwetwa picture we de Nigeria ni guy kura won say o use ade de control nkran ahemfu no bebre so wa yes, oh, me follow my coach and dear me picture. Oh, me want to contact my friend. It is a one who play the devil's advocate. I want advocate. I want to see. By the time when he any better now, I will collapse as you know.
Urebe feel home. Urebe feel home.
Your way and say, oh, or something here, the person, then we pass on to force him. So what's the dear? Oh, or something here, your penasem, then we pass on to force him. But Osanteni is for Aya is for Asante for and Asante for Osanteni. A simple is a one and one takra and man who it is a womutimi at tea with your mamma low esteem, ye break him down one. Sabi, mention or no, Sinipani Niwa, mention going to Monoba and so on. Can somewhere cost internet so if not the Asante for wo twese kai yewura na me defend no ho ana da bi enti eno na wo ka na yenua no nte ase say there is a deliberate attack through the media mind games where so when you smarter obi kura to me test who say oh me ba wa ye me ma usika me che wade a wani ba ginte ohun obeyi wa adwena free me so na manya kwan plan de me de yetia wo very dangerous rap kasa
reason assembly tier you in nyina ne say omaso asante so kun na how did they do it say omunim say ade ba ko a ukoka eye ko kese a weso asante so ni sikadwa say Kevin Taylor be gina simpini a paso abeka say yemfa sikadwa emma ono Kevin Taylor empata ne kra na ye de mana and obe spare MPP nti say obe gu MPP because we know say MPP asante party
such an empty guy we asmoka we enye nanum say aban ni ma papa bia na such we empty person we beti bia asmoka we na gidi adwuma
wo asam tie asam America nyina say sa formation na omo ye no e no mo de so sa kun no
I mean say
yes Kevin Taylor ye empty he is part of that
level on say na dwene say yen discuss asante for na nko ma himfi na emra ye level so on said okay na say every day omo as ye di bibi di agro no so on no omo di agro
so enka se wo sha akon na obi antimi so aye so kon why Kevin Taylor so akon abochire America ho na ebe kun no ho na ebe kun no
enye Kevin Taylor per say as a person as an individual muntie asma America ni ye it's a formation. He is part of that formation. Exactly.
Yes. I say, something like that.
Mama manindaho. Mumia me nindaho. Me and Fabi Bia Trasa. Now, what is happening is big. Mamin can't say when I'm in chatwo. Sikeja is the soul of Asante. Asante. Sikajana the soul of Asante no the sumbine for African unity. Ade akwasi broni su chiri say Africa e beka ye ho abom dia ye baako because ye baako a uni chance bia with your resources ni ehon keka. Asante bom ye me ni nda ho na de ekuta ye no se anya careful a ye ne ebo ye dindi ye ye so bedru baby ne be free yensa.
Yensa momu de enfree and they dispute that.
Okay, Kwaku, hold your fire, why? Me that say, and young perpetual. Only the pepe on.
Perpetual.
Perpetual. Okay, pepe mamintio.
Ebusiam pamcho mechiamu. Na we dey. My point juma na meba. And I'm saying, me fa me phone. Me fa me phone na me who say o kasa about. Yes. And I was like, oh, who is this guy? Until one that me who would that. And you know, I think I want to see who you are. And who say, oh, what about life? And I'm say, okay. And the member, means me met my drink kakra.
That's right.
Na ne me kan nyina ne say, Sebio, yempenny for bebre akasa. No bia can be a ye. Na messe say, yenya butre. Because Asantina Casano. Won't mean Cansante, na won't fall hun. Yen for raya nanun, original hobe casa, Siciano. Wakasa within a few seconds. And after that, Nanimuna mumuai. Sahuana Bruno. And no crown sending message to somebody else on so plan say. Nanya me yan say. Won't me shada Sabio any petit true beer. Obe bien and no. I can ye rasam. Who shada any petit true beer. So, na adiba kwa hami kesi pa ye. Aba Ghana for tuma John Dramani Mahama. Ayami ya me kaya na yami ya because onwa excuse my language John Dramani Mahama na ankasa no sebio edie pa na wo no anya bia magana oba first one ye hu ni obeye Ghana for say ena nana kufu ado na say na die bufu atimi ato aba ma ne se onsan bra biem Nti sesi no ne mesin na say we all have to hold our peace because ni obeye bia ni obeye obi afe, especially Asante-4. Omo gina ye so pa. Why? Because ye na sebe yama omo ani ate. Enti yama omo ani ate a enipa na ni nso ade no sebe o ma na ni ti a oso ye begina wo kon so ebi na ye hu. Ebi na ye hu sesi John Dramani betina konwa so a na nkrafo starte akwa bakra ne denti na o se akwa etimida akwa na ye de to we so airport so o se airport no ye yi akwa free ho ne de nkran kasa momu ene to so enti efiti mretintintin nyina no muhu sa Asante kasa ya akwa ne da so eni esabio na chese mo adwen wo fempa o afen mu ani ate hu se no Asante-4 sisi mu nti yenyi akwa mfiro ne yemfre ne nkran kasa na airport no ye nkran for dia na say ye Ghana for dia a question to nkran for why so obiya ni sa Asante-4 Baby obeko bia wa Asante Kumasi bia no ye wa Asante Newtown ye won Fanti Newtown ye won Kran ye won hin ye won naga ye bia obehu other tribes ni bia se otie ye ne mu nyina ate asomdue mu sebi ne wa jimi kura oba na obetene Kumasi a na nani ate ne ye mu nyina mu ani anso Mwani tiwie na fede mo sa behura gina yen ye konso mom. They should hold their peace because nyame ota ye chi no onja yen. Afe kura no obeye ne more and more. Omo mehe ye twi kasa na omo si enyi free airport so no. Harvard chire twi. Harvard wo programmer omo chire twi. Bramre ka say universities akese e wo ha nyina no. Almost 3 subject omo ye wo mu school yente nkran yente ahona yente bebia enti Asante-4 mon kam anu ntum na ne mpanimfo se ne oso ntakrache no nipa anisa no na ne meka nyina ne se abotre because sebio obi ti se Kevin Taylor me de nyam na mbo no nti me de memfuma no nka bebia entia no enipa bi ti se wono etimi bie na no ekasa efesika dwa ho de a na ne onko nyame anim no onse boniface because sa konya na si ho no they don't understand it come bi o man no kran wasem
there is how many years, how many minutes somebody have to speak? Tell me.
So what's your problem here? What is your problem? What is your problem here? If you can't stand it, please shut your phone down and go to bed. Thank
Chris,
you.
Chris, be patient. Why? Be patient. Just be patient. It will get your turn. Why? It's not.
Perpetual to us na kasa.
Okay, perpetual kasa.
Nyame na nsem pamucho Asante-4. Sene ye break an ye ma ye ni na ho. Na afei so nyenya abotre because bibia ni ho na mu a nyame ehira no ehira no period medam ase nyame ehira so why new program away
There is a minamikasa ye nua Asante-4 please ye person du Ghana please I'm just begging you guys ye person du Ghana papa we was masa he wanna get to somewhere in his life please for God's sake
Masa
for God's sake
masa
Papa Ben esuade. Papa Ben esuade. Papa Ben esuade. Papa Ben esuade. Nti osuade na nyansa bia ni mitire mo.
Please there isn't
osuade no ntimi kabrofo. Ntimi construct statement even
there is who
the certificate na ye toy
who
behave
Fasia umpa wani ebie no Jimmy for umpa wani ebie ni Fasia to gare
Onu kan kan say Dormaahene tunum aboa biba.
Usu ani ate wo na be chance asante ni tu kwa na wangu na watu kwanda.
Onu ntina me gina so sa me nam nim so be kan kwase asem. Kwase abukuro mu tan. Ukurom baby I was so wa polish kura no. I want to say me kuro mu zongo kwase aba. Ma jimi sa no mu free him. Inferiority complex I am to say ya de ne atwo. E shama se no mu de mo nyamo. Me ma mmoa. Asiafo ndisifo mmoa.
Yanko next person so Mr. Chumo
Papa Joe we dey no me so dey but me ka bibi say the pan obaka sa no wakasa odi atam no mo yi na free so no mo hwe na yi ne hwe we end this new me wakasa na wo de nam ko hwe we ko se egu na yi ho no
menso
what I say
yare o depression ti menso sa Chris dollar enye ne die no inferiority complex na actually we need
I say pick me who feels you be pick you I say
the next person Mr. Chum. Hello, Mr. Chum. Okay, we know. Amicus, Otemenka, Amicus. Amicus, oh. Okay, Amicus, Otemenka. Lion of Judah, oh. Lion, Boko, Yentio, Yentio.
Okay, but the money na asi. I think so platform you know. But for watching mom now so platform first time I made basuni. And some yeah carrying me no more cancer asante ye ngrofon so icon we so me no be anya adwene sa mo so icon we so pa serious pa na timi de wo mo ntimi yen eno no 1 point na me ma dwene mo no de me ma dwene kire me senka youth na wo asante memu no ene mebi wo ha nkomo yesere wo mo sa wo nye ho press conference na omoma aban no hunu se yes obekumase yes ne vice ba ho wo heda de ne mebi gu akwan mu aye te se huriye no e na ohuhu ye na wo keka baabi na yehunu ye sabi ya dwene ni fam sa yehunu de yekoso no nyina 1 Kevin Taylor ehya ase adwempa hene ya wo firi mu no nti no wo ye na onua akotua sika bum e de akota na chi enti ese youth nanka se wa santement mu no e na eboa yen wo sa akwan no so se nsema yekoso nyina no si ye ho press conference na oman no tia because me person mo tia se obi ka se oman no afese Mahama in as a person do enim ne wo ye e wo asante ho a na wonim ne wo nso wo ka rather bi wo abayi so social media so your friend wo fa wo so wo ko ho ikoto aduane na all to no no mususu wo ye santini wo mu nusu wo mu nim se wo ye igweni ade mo obi a 2 cities no no kwa de man 5 cities sana obi ka je say che man 5 cities because wo ye santini say ya me ni anye de na ebeye kakra yen asantefo no ye ne obi antimi nkasa tie ka se me ni nye de ne ye be ja ne sa ne ya momo wo social media no a mo defend na abaso now youth na work as you know answer that nyina because one Mahene you know ka ye de gina nko me na mo ye nka nra nko ada se efre na asende mfa sa America na da so ye nenti mo me fa sa ye press conference na ye declare ya wo de abetu we no a kire nea akoso ne ya kire Dormaahene nsam a waka ne ya busa order o say abanya wote so ye don boni bay na asante dia ye no ye pese wo hunu agina o wa asante ho youth no sori gina e kasa sa me giri se obi ye bibia na ni beda ho ba si e dia ne ti ye kasa munye di sigadwa beko munye di sigadwa eko no wo sabio wo di nipa na eko nyankopon ko wo di nipa na eko nti en tin ko di nipa nga se ye jai din sa social media dia ye no is okay di but I think so more Ghana so no eneme bo ha o fa press conference ni e mebi nhihiem enfan support ensema ye kan ma aban no nya we se ne ma wo ye ni nyina no ye hunu fi se 4 years wo de pra ne bone a enye nne wo kina asem o ka so odi bone a obetima di bone bebre won kro no ontimi mfa sikadwa kofi yes but ebe kakra no na ye nua no ma won kran ya mo pro mo ano chop ano biane yɛn nua no mo sunwan yɛn nua no mo ho yɛn nua no mo ayi no nyinaa no na ɔmo abɛyɛ atamfo na nkurɔfoɔ aka mo apua because me group akɛseɛ mmienu me ana mete yɛ dodo no ara no ohunu nkrafoɔ ne ada ayina de ɔmo tie Kevin Taylor nsɛm papa why because he gains asante no ti no ɔmo tie saa ɔsɛ nsɛm hu no ɛne captain sabi captain smart no nsɛm bi wɔ hɔ ɔmo tie enti mesrɛ mo sɛ moma yɛ ni nyɛ dene na deɛ yɛ ka no moma yɛ mfa ne sɛ oh sigadwa bɛko oh ɛnyɛ hwee oh yɛn si a ɔmo tumi nyɛ hwee ɔmo yɛ hwee paa fi sɛ ensɛm sesa wɔ Ghana constitution mu a ɛyɛ dene sɛ wobɛnya kwan sɛ wobɛsɔre tia embra because yɛde ɔmo intimidate you according to offense say wɔ chief the commander of in chief nti mo yɛn hyɛ no so saa nti mesrɛ mo sɛ mo ma yɛn fa nsɛm ɛkɔ so no light na yɛmɛ yɛ nimre asɛm bi efi ya no obi a wɔyɛ na dwen so ɔde asante bedi no me pesa mo sɛ wɔnni agorɔ wɔyɛ serious sɛ wɔne asante di Mahama nim deɛ ɔyɛ so obi ka so onim deɛ ɔyɛ a wɔyɛ huriyɛ yɛn pesa mo te aseɛ no beda mo ase menia nyame nhyira wa wɔde yɛ nyame nhyira wa
Mr. Dasi young next person you or AM
Okay, thank you very much. Me church will be here. The amount of so here, me say, Kwaku free no kasa. No can say, Kevin Taylor so let me tell you, Kevin Taylor, they be American. Me who as a comedian. And who say no rational human being will take that guy serious. Me share no more than 10 minutes rather. As someone walk here, can any some be or no maybe or you know. I think say, or ye the green the baby akuma. What do I do in the children never help? What do I do in Wakuma dinner chair and the behel? But we any man who said, I mean, who is way or any serious person is a comedian. Sana mimi huno. Me, I make a say, me santini, me a tenny, me nodna. But me who say, that's so no, and a spread net me mono, as anti spread. The make us say, Asant, you see, so ya santinina so we be proud of yourself. Ne who said your way in nano, a who didn't in the ebo. We are precious until a year attack you. Send your was so coach him, as so a mamremu, and to be biase. As so you see, Obian will bet me. I cut in the channel, say what to the root every Jabian will bet me to root no every one man. But that's why I strong, I have fame, and you never know he can say fruit. The moment I buy root no was Sakata. Ubagana tribes do sing and a part of their language. Apart from Asantia or country on fan or the necessity both say me come casa ni I'm proud of it. Ubeti me Asantina for Mpabwa dakro the same price. Or only who need the say papa na wodi no. Sa like sa kind of me who the way I'm missing can. Sa pride no name sa what didn't dear tum say me di ni me jitum the way I say bia me pe me jitum mani so no. Adi bia say we nipa na we bibini na say wo saa de no wo mu a obi na obetuma defeat with that. And you see saa Dormaahene ya promoting no ne ya de na ye pa wo pa ye mfa ne wonkotena the presidency of Ghana on you can never be powerful than Otumfo ye pa ye mfa Ghana ni nyina no ensa ne nsa we are fajitu for say you say you can never be powerful and this I can say powerful than Otumfo. Nti me kra no de ehu hia me ono kwa ne the judge I can say promote 21 from that high court to can say court of appeal nti enkashi me hu say enkashi so mo de anyway so o qualify you so unqualify no de nya asem but sa attack no de obi ani ho I'm telling you obi ani ho a obetumi I can say asore ti asante no obedi nkonim wo ye de obetofom wo ye den obetofom as far as say wo no Ukasa wo no wonye proud of it and as course and what watching a wo ye de wo pe bia obi aso ni de mu ehu ne se o value obi abetum bon a ne course and the way no China fo a no omo powerful omo ye de omo ye omo na no course can say ye dey ti omo from the one and omo som and one omo som so what you say okwa Arab ni krum ne kasa no no ka wo be wu se signboard esi wo o try Arab no first and na English abase. You see, sometimes I'm a hammer, and I win any brave be kind of say or tiny what Ghana ka Greek Empire, ka Hwan Empire, Abrekwa yo Asante Empire, yo Mali Empire of Africa. And they don't find that way. And the woman is a war useless. The moment all refer to Greek Empire. Almost on fire industry. Almost fire industry. In the most cases, no, me gravitated towards politics because me was empire and Kubabia. A yentichemu keke ne dia ba yentem. So just yentichemu keke. Moka Mahama asem. The last time me share a video bi, I think say Otumfo Kosrano can say Flagstaff House. No can say even when you from Krabrim and dia grow even to the sense oba be say running mates or say nyina no Otumfo influence and a man ba be nti mimi hu ni se sankofo we Kevin Taylor no mane o ma o kasa bebrebe o mo kasa keke anaso o mo hye nipa bufu anaso o mo de ya obi ne o tan bi na e ba yentem keke mimi mfo mo serious me nkai dey matna se me hwe sa Kevin Taylor for even ne short videos I okay cancel na me hwe ba me nya time nko no me hwe no 10 minutes 20 no minute time because me hu ni sa adwen bi ani ne ti e na de o ye no ye ase ya obi ase o huru nipa akoma keke. So just say 2 years and be proud of yourself. Abrofo kura comment to me. Now Ghana ni on the tier obey. Asante I can say abrofo edit to atna poso abase o ba beko. O man to me o madi nkuku. Na wo tale munya dem okeka no. Munya dem sanskrit no etimi temi hu me ho se. Me hu me ho me kasa say yes, me so me asante ni. O mu say me ma me ne pa nya asante fo. Notness. Sanskrit no.
As obia said you uti
sana
sante 40 you uti na ya sante
ti spirit ne wo mu na so wo je hu di na so wo proud of yourself you be ka bia mogu but kuni baby e hu se wo din enti na yebo odin kwan na fa we na obi asore na oba ke hwan wo ba na welcome bo uni problem na ekokọ ya asante ne de wo kasa wo na wo so ye gani na predo se na wo kan gana empredo se na wo kasa na wo kan wo kan mo bi tia na se wo ko outside da wo kan broni akọtena ne kuru mo kan twi awo chale munyi mani kra eni nya ade se ye man attention kra kase o obi aso iko wo so iko one day ubeda di nkunim ubeto fom wo ye den ubeto fom chale bi kakra me so me wo kan
no da se ye da so no so adwen kire wa ye am business afi yenko kwabena nifa
Ejamu mwajo fa mu wachi so dade achi Ghana ya bo won
yentiewa
chemu nyina ne papa banya mi shira mu
sabe
se obra ni kukuhwi afi nyina echi ne nyanya hoden na rade me nkwane sa be gina fidi kesi so tintan so na ya kire adwen fa ye man ene mpanifo ho dedi kan na kwa no onye correct ya na mam oba pa mu yimfi so we ayi falasi ni mi ko ho tan we de mi ko check na yi nyina abubo ne videos na rade nyina go hwe onye papa ye to so bim say ye kase wo so nyonko we den o town because Otumfo adwen on the tirimu no Dormaahene no ni bi Otumfo onye judge o na so asam si ekromu a mu odin a on e sufre no yana tunasi so ye wa ha Dormaahene to no NDC ni adana asam si I find say bokono yansuma no kota dwunbie no betumi akasa papa bia ho amma sundua da ba ye be se Otumfo nsa ti be mo se wo sunyonko a otan akwanso ntimi sin wura e ma ne nyi akwantimi sin wura ma ne nyi na emum de ade ba ko ye ne se ye be kasam na ye egu hufi obetete hu awie no obi a won sem fatampa ye den abase udin ko enu nti na obi kasam bi fasante na asante ho a ne obi a sore no ye den no opese oye den oji yi ho no nyesa angeripa bi what second bi dile mna da do kasa Otumfo ho ana asante ho a ko bi anfiom but wori be ba ho so no ogu ayi asante man na ni mase inte se o ese atwun ho empen dan tante ori dan tane ba ne da shima ma no no wate no ho ase enti meseda mo obi a sori nyina na asante echi mi nya asante ni ni achimni but se mi tisi obi kasa fa Otumfo ho a emi ya papa eyemi ya papa because the dedication fan ko de bae no ekofo bebre nya so fa so ansa kora nsa na dedication ye den eba ara meboa ito obi odwe ko nkan ne de obi odwe ko nkan no apeso man ko anim no say the pa na de ya ho odin na ekun sunsun me ya ta na chi enti mesere mo enye de ontimi kasa na do kasa de ye be bon ho ban ne mu wa so na judge na nso kasa kora ya woden na nso ontimi kan yansesem no ye be to pa hwi medam ase.
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's it. Afe, yanko ayo NKB.
The reason
Akwaba.
Mechia but Mechia Chiame the Ote Krawine Brawi Woman so and I'm
Obia.
boom once a month.
Yeah.
Money Aduma Pa away the reason show. You see, me Kofi Boachia make I say. Me when say like baby also a fight kono. Yen asante for nya na ye fight kono. So it is.
Church Roman.
Asante mine no ye drew stage bi a say ye de ho every Ghana mu. It's as simple as that. So it is. Because now no other tribes no almost don't wanna a team up a calculated strategy oma fa say omo be de omo betwe omo de be hwe. Now what they want to do they say one omo they will go against our history. Okay, na the edi anim na ema ya sante man no edi mu no omo de eno na etwetwe from sebe saa no afei de na just omo hu ni say ya ni monyama yede abrase. You see every day bia me can me say ye de moja some people omo de omo kra ne to ho say enam ye de omo moja no ye de atwa sante history no ebi mu ye twetwa wo mu ebi mu ye sie wo mu ebi mu ekwako ekowuye enu nti saa asanteman na wo hu ne sezi ano undi me infa 1 year 2 years and 10 years and even 50 100 years ema me say asanteman yo sabi kwasi broni kura na wote ni kuro mu no oje yetu enti de omo ye ni nyina no eye takashi bi na omo ye na me de me pese me hu say I'm always praying say one day metiane say enough is me maka me say chiame a wote so we amfa ye mfiri Ghana mu a the next one obeba no it will not take him 2 years obetie free Ghana mu. And sir, diplomacy ni all those things na mo ebia high commissioner for no ma besra wotu for na asefo ni nyina no amanfo nim say underground no bibi koso na me ye mpanyifo na omote ahemfie no sabi omunim de omunim nyansa papa ebia meti ya mi bobo ho. I just wanted to come early but I know said they are working underground and it takes time. Now one day pe say asanjaman free Ghana mu a aka ntontura asa wo won we twanity no yen ye nim business ye yen ye ko school du akire yen ye wonimdie ye wonyansa it adie bia ni wa yen ye kase ye be ya ye wo resources nyankopon wa resources it die be biom na ye hia say asanteman kase resources e free ashanti you know asanteman potamu nyina enko akra ebe eno ano no it will collapse, the economy will collapse. Yena ye adwuma ye de feed nkrofo bi edi wa wabɔ wo mpo sɛ obetwe asanteman ahwe fam no ebebɔ wutiri so na agu na ase wo mu a ye di omo ne omo ye omo dwen sɛ bi a ye kako wo mu ho NPP the same NPP for no ba no omo obi ka kire Dormaahene sɛ an onim na mamere obi say obi de no say onim na mamere. So what I say, ya man crophobia baba je party no mas almost said no almost akoka atamfo no mu kutia santemai. But you see, Chiamion or a man of peace. Maybe they be America. They say Chiame ye quiet to say ada ahimfo ni bia and can tokwa esigana da. But or a man of peace. Bibiano no aye di on so on kashe. No onim ni awoye na me bompa ye me say ada me one of the good news I met in Ghana and say Chiame say ye free Ghana so was ya also on the say ya born Supreme Appeal Court judge until now he will be going to fight for the removal of the name Asantehene, which he said he has a problem with it. We shall see in Ghana. We shall see. But that's the reason.
Yes, me that's pa. Afei, Prince Oho.
You were this year, any what I remember Messi from why?
Oh, Mata, ye, quite on the best of beauty. And Prince Oho.
Me wɔ hɔ, bro.
Okay, my NTO.
Bro, listen, my asɛm a meka very simple. Me nya Santini, I'm a different tribe. Me Akani, so what I say. Me growing up, no, what I know is say from baby I'm free. We also have like great 2-4 horse and everything. And those are me nya Santini, but so better say obi bi otu. It wasn't something and common. No. But listen, bro, let's be honest to ourselves. Hey, right now on social media, any some of the things that some of the youth they are something region, you know, or more than a many pie did nothing. It's a fact. We have to respect our chiefs in this country. What now we feel now to social media now we do on media tema. Or any news where chidini eba be do so in atem. I quite say social media yama. Tumi a ewu tumfo mu no ase akora ketekete kura won sem fata no abetena social media
Eno de nipa kro no chere na dwen wano nipa na wano no ka asem e o kafa na de wose so bi wano e be yi wano tumi yewura tumi ente social media adama
da bi anya say social media. I'm not saying say it social media, but the nipa kafa nipa won social media senka obi kan asem anka ime yi na no Mustafa ko kan asem say social media no kan no
ba be yi na no social media for na ba be yi na no.
So what I say, you know, sometimes we as Ghanaians, no, I was here 10 years maybe I say. Near free.
But Prince, okay, so now oh yeah, a mistake. And for how long na ye did Jamia Temas and for ye we only came into the scene about 2 years ago. So can say ye
no. Men can say
asama okay no. Debi asama okay no. Also ye na ye ma disrespect ye did disrespect every year. Kwan be so ye did disrespect every year.
Bro, ye nyina ye wo social media so. Me one thing I've observed ne say, you know, concerning Dormaahene asama okay nyina. I've never seen although say sometimes obia te said the one person because I has say asante for your mama mrema ne yefe. We understand any day it stands out.
Obusa simple question bi on ba say ka obetima yi na no wo ha on time nti obusa simple question say dey na asante for ne ye che say o mai o modi o asante mawura atem.
We've seen so many videos on social media, youth in the Asante region, they do Dormaahene them every single day.
Masa. Oh yeah.
Prince, won't can
oh yeah.
Really?
See nowadays no, obi bad person obi ba. No, I know. Oh, me ya Kenny. Oh, me cry me as me this. Name this. Sa agro ni nyina se ne ya tra sa agro no. I mean, we pick the intelligence from the media. Oba na office obeka okuru mu hiasa ka okuru mu hinasem. So office say unka okuru mu hinasem na beka obi kuru mu hinasem a kan se de wo unim na wo kana wutia ya kire wo. Ewiase de wo din na yebo. Obi a betinya bo sante hene din. Na wo no amu ya ne nana no ba be yiwa no. Period. Sa wo ka kwete ne din wo hen. Bi say okuru mu hene wo din anka ebo ne din. Ye mo okuru mu hene din kire se wo ni din dia. Ye en haye se obi bo sante hene din. Fi say o din tena yebo ni din na emom sa obebo ni din na ade aka mfre ni mu asa ade ode aka nsemfo kankan de ne nanom ba be yiwa no de ye kan se o no uba asese e de na wo ahunu se asantefo ayi ama service o ye kasete won mura e de na o maye o ye ebi na ye pese ibuza o
Me say the MSO me can say simple say atem didie you know youth edi you know different chiefs atem na no ya oba kekra sembaye
asantefo ko di o yine bi atem
estate saying Genesis no estate saying
asantefo kran ko di o yine bi atem asantefo case e wo internet no ji se di won pe no kure wo me ka o mu a
won ka no kure o sa prince we won ka no kure wo won ka no kure
me ka no kure wo den ho
na wo ka no kure ka wo be kan se boya wo kan
wo tell man me ba prince akam kuro be na wo free so wo free kuro be Prince, ekrobe na ofri so. Onso wadwane.
Ah, sabe kind.
And akwa free no kano. Asante for should be strategic because they when they come me cry me ya keni we obi so ya keni op was mama nen kanasem. But ye di neti no. Obehunu say ofri ba bi na eba. Se wa anya sma na ma tiri de say na ayi free ye kano o pass glory no obi di bebo abaso a o de adwuma free ba bi na eba. Ebi na Dormaahene de ye menhia no. Ebi na Dormaahene de ya Asante ma himfu ni bi no. Or the adwuma free baby ba opie ya no akwhye akire no wo odi bone. So we should be very strategic when it comes to the fight against for Asante. Can you find the atuo ni sika akontoko na wi say the battle of for the media. We are fighting with the media, a media war with intelligence. Kofo no be bad, especially obi they claim say me ya can because so okatwi nti. Jack, obani ye kietwi a ye nka kanfo bi atwi ye ka Asante twi wa wonti ase kwhyepo. Asante twi na ye kan tisa musi twi fufuro bo baabi a eye mo masem sese munya bote ye ba be ye kan Asante twi ho asem ene ewiase baabi a ye kan de wo twi fufuro bia ye ono nasem en ye Asante twi ho asem na ye kan Asante fo ne yesi ye twi so office obe twi na ye kan obe ka bi eno na wo ka bi a eno anu ye bese ne yenko office wo twi fufuro bi na wo kan wo de ye mfa ho
Odesheba. Me pa cho wa asem kakra bi ka.
Also kakra na fi yen first.
Odesheba. Missing my dream be say oh. What's your politicians no omo mwaye. Uretio, Odesheba da pa cho ma uretie. Na yentimi nye on se be ho Asante Maya ya ta Asante Maya jino. Yentimi ka say ye tie ho na ya pe youth party o metimi present ya ye di ensem nyabe mo mu. That's ye be di politics yeti.
And also a good idea. It depends. The Obe take his first step. So with my organize the section of the people to do that. I mean, be honest. The first step is important.
I Argentina mate because so okay, I say ensemble or core parliament here. I was sick of Omo was anti-memono. I took a more buanaka, Sansemina or money parliament in Kana and Sembia. You would have mentioned this. You for us say any Kwama as anti-mino. I was sick of yet me, Yanut me Bagum Naka, in your beer depend you look on president, and like yes, it show Manoa. I think I idea I can make, but I don't say we should force to do that.
Ideas, yeah, because I mean, senior nipa no wo ho a ye ni on ba be kum amam. But as I said, politics no omo ya pe na omo pese omo develop a dobi a last be and be ofi sana politics na ye. Obe ba be ka ne de ye kan ya na ohia vote na say wakwam ya ye bia ne ya no be. I mean, they play mind games. Most or all of them. That's what they play the game. One day, they don't give a damn to their own pleasure.
Yeah, that's what I want to share.
You better know by then. You're supposed to do Dormaahene and Mahama. I want to free judicial council, any judicial service, and I'm a person. Yeah, if you know, but you're a banner if you're media something. Why?
Yeah, yes, I am financial independent. They am ready as anti-man. That's it.
Because without the financial independence, don't be in your rating.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, but the reason, in fact, that's the password about show you. So I'm really, really happy. You know, most of the time, me who the kind of friends saying, to watch it, and then the kind of friends say, I want farmer, I want a door Asante. In fact, maybe I because in fact, what you know, in fact, sometimes come on, na many shop to say. Who say in fact I didn't also be idea from a genuine heart. I mean you can see it. Intermediate me bo baso pa na a friend saying meaning said that ade be won bia so sabeka ade wo the kodoko you say obi the kodoko be won bia no was so sasoka na oni bibi ke the reason let me say this practically clear. Let me be very categorically clear. Okay, there's a maximum you can only achieve peace through what? Strength. You don't achieve peace when you are weak. Timothy the obi and Me pacho wow wo be bacho lo ho kaka bitu my why na so obi bo wa wo chi so obi e dey say support bacho lo ho kaka me
Kasa.
me pa you can only achieve peace through strength. Fair mama ka sem cheo. Say only obi eti adwuma mu. Na nipa ko no otutu na mo yi ni na ni eden. Won say adwuma mfofo no obi et na sem ko no so no osuro. O say we abekọ ide ye fra sem ko ho. E no she's always having peace of mind because obi afa na kwa sem eden e man so. Now ye famra from kakra ne hwade. Say sebe ye namwe bash is nash enamwe. Ebeye den se nash na hono ma obinya asem because obi aba ne ho bia fi say ohwe ne body na o say abanti ne ho den me mfa masam kon because me say wokoyi e bia no mfa ho na ma asa masa akwa nemu wo ye langa wo nam ho no mu a sebe honam ni wo ho no okwase bia mpega ne ho a na oba wo so adan ya odim say wo mouse su dua bi ehu say wo mre ye mfa nko amayamamu hwa America ko dam wi America tuwi me need say be kose o man bia bi say me ko to say so da kose wadwen if you say wutu won kasa wonim say waboa ne ho ordin it before to be call you take be America no or wasundwe e wo no ani mainland nobody dares go there hwe reason what we say ebribia no asantefo yaye na moa because we felt say we're the mother of Ghana. And you know, people were taking our leniency. And they a weakness. Emma, they were triumph. After more theater, you found with you so. And I quite say, I would say, those days are over. Those days, no, they should be said bye to. And so Obia should get close to do this again. Share before say these people will begin to take us very serious, no. Hey. We are letting our mineral resources you see the year Ghana year now the reason ain't you say a procure should go a friend saying a procure your most sika diamond. That's one who's a esa ye mineral see ye good year move 2 year to ye cocoa ye to me a good year to the Ghana near my cosunano. Share the reason a time will come, it will not be there forever. That's how time is young shia ye hobe mobo. Intermediate for because in fact we can and woman answer me the power can say we don't have the financial muscle to do it right now. What can we do to make those things? What can we do to achieve those? I say baby mom before we say now we need to get the development ashanti and a deal when you know say a to be try see a benny you bet my fire to my perfra. I just say who said there is a friend say monument a friend saying a noble development. How are we going to get this done? Reason I was see a mebruni or tia santimemono. Ye boko jai. Na ye call all the golden sites of Mutuna, New Monteshe, to Edisi Katuchi de ma buying Anglo Gold, A2 Edema buying bauxite. Companies who hold ma mutu, say Mahama, say who, say one way mutu, say moko cocoa, our mode konina, the mobile should block everywhere. No gold is living in Ashanti region. No gold is even Ashanti region. No cocoa is even Ashanti region. Because at the say yet now yet Santa Tico college from ma. Omo say niabre. After they will begin to give attention to Ashanti region. Say kwasi ebi tibika say aka na ba be hu skyscraper na kwasi aka hono ye to go to honum na ye pono ye to go dum. No, we can't allow yentimi tell my for second year kasa. And it's now a friend say almost constitution no. Omo ye my hu say abani who say at times abani who ba obejimi enti no just say yenye demonstration so demonstrations are meant to keep the government in power no a friend on his toes no who say adibia mo ye ho no mo enye enu no yes ye de betima ya mo ne say no gold is even Ashanti na ye to na samaje fie le ti kotrase frying pan e be jama be ka say Ghana city stabilize it for the whole Ghana one kasa Ashanti region one kasa Accra or see the whole Ghana city na stabilize it adanya gold board na gold board if you na eba if you epomu na eba na and if you Dormaahene ye cheche kokko na eba Ashanti region ye two gold fakase na it is a Ghana gold board it must stabilize it koko gold it must stabilize the whole Ghana ye economy ni Syria mo de bom where is the gold coming from? Gold no if you na eba Share about 2 years ago, right? Cocoa, I want to fee Ghana Yinano. Western region, produce produce over 331,000 metric tons of cocoa. Followed by Ashanti region, we produce over 295,000 metric tons of cocoa. And we so-called say cocoa is the backbone of Ghana's economy and gold. It is a ben yet someone made a sick jananka. Share ye be bua, you say, sikeni, ye be bua, you say, your default, ye be bua, you say, a friend say, Obiaba, Obua or Mobi, but Obaka who fear was see, Obaka say, hey, a coin because say, if you was seen. What a man of respect. Share Quasan, the Dormaahene can't say, yeah, the airport in Bakumasia, a car, the capital, and you had no problem. What do you mean? Because Ashanti region development that catch into no. Now you say, "Okay, the development of Ashanti region now." Any brown for then, any brown region a bosso into all the yenene beneke who ye and a kayachim kwechira and kokasanko bedrin. But if you say ye jaibi bia to honum and a ye sani a cotamte box site ediakoji loan ediakoye friends say tamlane touching any da honum. Near Soya, now for Sabia Kacha, a friend say, open so, no more cassetia, no more catiano, no musico.
I see. Actually, I remember your barber was as Antima.
Now, the reason is some of them are no sino. Papa Dormaahene adie ya maya mania and then me kofi in fact me di ya be Barry,
come in.
Go ahead.
On sea level, Bob said that ST3 is stuck on sea level with the doors open. ST3.
Okay.
Or you to know, you to know.
Yeah, Busia for me, Chamo.
Jay also Kabi.
Patrol, wait there. I dare go see the to the Yana Hajikaka. So while we share, send on Hinimua, Utimibe incite hatred towards a certain tribe. Na ye kofane se omra embeye panyi wo baabi a ede na obeye obi a otimi so sorry a okasa se ne osipa bia so we dey aha adwene pa na nka ye baabi a yewo ya kamenya sure se baabi ogina no kro obetumi atu ne nan asi because ewi ase de ye nyina ye nipa baako so wo sha ase atu ani si
minia we dey Mr. Wadama facha me pa am se minya me mo adwene na ikaka minya
I offer first one by 30 seconds.
First.
I'm so no crowd. I J Kasa.
See, so we share minim say bia minim say Asante Kasa no Ghana ni bia say Ghana ni bia te social media ba yi so ubie page bia Kasa ubie ka e Asante Kasa inti minim say bia eye eya ubi ana me ono kra so ono kra oyi no I Dormaahene Asante no oka because okasa Asante 40 ase inti dey inti na so onya tan ema a certain tribe na mutimisade no kotena so ema ne beye panyi a oba be toto obeye sa aso obedi asem
and no crowd chairman wono nadwuma osi so person why aban tu ya ne kan no obi amfa ho na was judge adwuma no be na waya no onya experience by experience obetimi akọ ye kire se isuban no a enye no code of conduct war judicial service money the justice system no wa kwatra esase etimi dwuma no ye de eme etimi eyi na de remove no from court because so what ka say or ka kire say court kura case ma mebu so no onse wo kire boni bad precedents na watwa to eti on sese Mahama be roshe na wo promote because there's a petition against him for misconduct and misbehavior against the code of conduct for judges and magistrates. So on point, and yes, or judge, or appeals court judge in the house. No, but we are saying, or no should know better than to teach the young people bad precedent. Say, call to cast Mamusu na make
Obia school no kita ne set ya. Ote kasa asem. Otumfo se wo ka kire. Otumfo ka se ono nkasa makọ
another Jimmy for back so
And
now.
Otumfo no what is say wabe na no edi na
Another Jimmy
temda.
for back so no.
Ondo asem
So,
eyi
but
no
much
kra do ma
madam,
hene
I
no
feel the
kra
buy
no.
ready, pa. So,
Otumfo mie na no kra edi na
I'm saying,
temda.
no, my monitor 30 seconds, but na me why?
Say you was you now butre now ko
Okay.
twa hwe ba na o bu fam now butre. Adoma ko asa wa wotwe ba ko so aba. Asem na ye ka no ontie o no o Jimmy. Obi akasem Dormaahene enye jeja na obi fa ho. Ono na adwuma o ye me fa ho be. But we are saying say ye the taxpayers can tua ne ka.
Now the reason, catch the simple say, Samba Jafla, or no, or
Ah,
you appeal court judge, into any idea who be out. Into no, yeah, we
ono
are even talking about his behavior. Oh,
Wajimi too much. And this for
I'm not going to say, I did be a who be ama, but Samba Jafla, or you appeal court judge, into any idea who be a so why I did be a broso. What you
now.
say?
Oh, I mamma 1 minute on the for no sina. Yeah, sorry, won't casabi. Ashanti 1 minute.
Mate, the reason that's a part of Michelle, the mission that's a part. Maybe someone mutia see the asema ye discussing. Obianka say, hey, your judges on by your Makmako 21. Yankasa Dormaahene kwa ko yi no. Inti anya de bia yes so special bia. Ministers by you mu de bia ko. Na mmom ade a ye kan say, wo ye minister na wo ye before say ma post you are being vetted. Ye vetted ni ahwe ye vetted wa ye hwe credentials. Wa ye toto wa no. Ni ehu say e bia ufata say e be de ye disappoint ba sa be na court of appeal so so tie. Na court of appeal so de no eno na ya de a edi nipa nsem a eka nipa etibom eka nipa tim koto afiase ene ye ka se papa no so ni ya ne niama a waye so far friends for the past you know e fe fata say ye man sa position na e se fata say wo ye appeal court jaja uti be gina bonte ka say me buso na madaba afra baba begim ene ye one uti ko ka say me kunipa madaba afra baba
Woyɛ
begim
ɔhene so a wotumi tena w'ahemfie wotumi keka deɛ wopɛ.
Ebi ti say
wo
den, ebi ti say den.
Won enti wo de mama no si enti no se wo ye opani sa wo ye sa na sebe na wadwe wo form because adwuma na wo di this no se adwuma na wo bu na nintia enti ade no edi no what are you telling we the Ghanaian people say what kasa wo si adwuma na wo hini mu na yes I will say bra na be di mra nim no na you respect all manner of persons no you
Otumfoɔ
this
nti
same
wɔn
person.
wanka nkyerɛ sɛ court asɛm a wɔbɛka no otumfoɔ ankasa asɛm a wɔbɛka court.
Heno ye didi atem. Ye didi
Na sa
atem.
se me
So
kwapo de
Otumfo kasa
na
no
se
me didi atem na
appeal
ni.
court judge na me ba wo omo
Mani panin kasa nwe why?
na
Do so na so
hold
account
on
there.
na even their appeal court maybe honestly here ma make us nche me hu ade we say ade bi police bi ehu bia o the reason sure they all can muntie ne ye aba na o kan ya se me aba wo na musa mutie ne ye o ka se papa no ne ye ne suban ya wada na di no wo ye doctor na ko din sem hu na ye je license ye je upin na man ye je phone sem na papa we buy no the friends are the kunti ye force be court of appeal judge no so of what I say was na e kasa enye se wo ba ko friends e boni ba ko di wa no kasa wo kan ye nkwan no we aboche bia bia ka wo say I say ki onokapo ya twene asefom amaka ye jeri no da what I say anything ye pese chem say papa no ni suban ene ni ya esese appeal court judge bia e be medi no so what me mbiti those criteria na those credentials, no, was he been able to meet it? No, ultimately meet it. It's why are we so much in a rush? Say because you know appeal court of appeal court. Me, I mean say Mahama kwapo no. Any mo nyama better say court of appeal no. Well good any one say. What is court of appeals no? What they are baffled. He say no. Enya kono bio. He say Mahama. What must court of appeal position no? Enya kono bio say me tuwe. Make us say me be because me who say fefe kobo. Because yemfa nyansa ne adwene bi anto ene yi nipa ko no na sɛ kɛde adwene ne nyansa ene eto wo yi nipa ko na akadomahene ye yine da if you say ne ye ne suban no ense mfata sɛ oba be yes court of appeal me to asem na mete we wo ye ko ye court of appeal jaja me mu da nya I feel say if you kwapo no say
Asante yene fo anusi why?
yeah me mu da if you say ade a wose wo ye ema omanfo no ehu sa ade na wokoye animunyam wo mu no animunyam wo mu nyina no wo yi atonchen
Okay.
na wasa ba be jaka say edi ntwa ka che Ghana man say e friend say galamsey bia koso ye me kwa wo ye galamsey wo krom
Yen to aso
what the
kira.
reason me man no be so am obi so abembi me da say
Nkra me
Yeah,
ma me
yeah.
wie.
Meba,
Nana ma me
meba
wie.
nyina so. Jinaso.
All the hot dinner, no, Chanamino, Moncoso, Frijina, no Kunipa, I'm a man for them, I'm a Doma Papa lawyer, send all the hot dinner, no, Chanamino, Moncoso, Frijina, no Kunipa, I'm a man for them, I'm a Doma Papa lawyer.
Iti say na more such leaders no more kasa reckless statement we to me the 12 on I mean it tells you the future will be is pregnant today. I J also mama 1 minute mama ntio.
Oh, me de radio manu kura bi sia no no. Me de ai kasa ni o si kasa no because yan fan ai akwaba ko ne say or say or kasa ma judge bia na court bia ni Ghana ebetimi aye yi. Ohini bia wo ne powers, ohini bia ewo be bia ne powers e den edru. So but so wo betena say na say yan fan say o kasa ye bia England hema ana England ohini no nature na o hye wo ni ti no e ya lomi enye papa na asa o kasa tia ohene na oyeden otiso na ohema na wotiso no but so bana be kasa ye bia akonya na esi wono kra ya soso na say who incite violence who try ama emamu fo no ama omumu okoso omubufu a ombeti atise nti nipa bi sa no yentimi mfa wo meye panyi wo baabi a eso obedi amanfo asem o nti no de o ma anye ne ye kra eno de o ma anye ne ye even though so oyo hene a odi na ade no obetime di na ade ye nyina ye baako but nipa o try so obetete amanfo ntemu no ese obi sa no ese oyo mo hwe ni no manfo na metena baabi obe ha ye daache eno anu no
Let us say right Gwafri
Papa, yo,
mama ntio
Mate, say ayana domafone ana abunofone ta kase yira akoka se ye se on kasa ema court bia engine anonsi form as de na say ano madwene wo form asema yire kan say your patron say ono no krene peripere ye no de kasa no krene peripere no de adwuma enti so ono adi asem e de peripere ye ne no kre aka asem a court be na de kwa mo be anything different at the end of the day no kre ya no ekwa kopie wo ho ama agye atum se de o kan na no kre na we na muntimi nti ase we na muntimi nti ase madwene wo form too much enti na me pese eno na me pese me making it clear say yewra ka say on ka say ma court
sa sam no kra no won say wo mo yesa ni na ye misguided to the sense say before any constitution there was a power. So power no your friend the alluvial title holders are the sole authorities of those who fought and conquered. So
correct.
In any jurisdiction, a constitution will be it's still acknowledged. And I say a to me be has an say to me no and no near the Abesha constitution from the Bonohafo and some part of the eastern region of Babiano, the Okokonka, you know, and Rebia Obiano with my dear friend and some just on one given out. And untina so 2 4 kase on one cancer my court on the sanwa nyansemu chira wo say ansa no be kase bia no the traditions and customs wo ho no and what asem no
that's right
one ka criminal case obi kokun obi motumfo nya no odi obi a wokun obi asem the customary law and I say customs wo ho no eno no oka na eno so no enam say na wo hansa na constitution ba no eno na constitution everywhere say ye be kan sa pepepe nti wo kan sa say wo se akunya we eye media all can no constitution na wo ye lawyer na so wo ye hwan untimi nsesa no say otumfo ka say sampa ye media judge bia ni wote Ghana betima ka say nya wo dia so otumfo say mampon ye media judge bia ni Ghana a obetima ka say mampon nya wo dia fi say okuta the alluvial title holder one alluvial title holder our coin or conquer and the constitution capture nti a capture I wom a wontimi nyimfiri ni nsam bia obi antimi nya saade no saade wiase nyina te say America emra bia ni ho betimi age New Mexico afri American nsam Louisiana wontimi nyimfiri ni nsam sana I Britain for Virgin Island New Zealand wontimi nyimfiri wo nsam
Falklands.
Yes, bibini no a obi ofri doma nya doma afonya odi agima badu achi bi America osaye NDC ni typical na dwen no wontimi reason
it was from too much
ɛnna bɛma ɛnna otumfoɔ se wɔnka asɛm bi ama na otumfoɔ wɔka asɛm ama yɛasesa deɛ sɛne nka wɔnka kora nkɛnyɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn sabi ɛyɛ dɔmahene nkwa ne timi de ne tɛkyerɛma tintasu gufo no wɔsa de fa ɛyɛ dɔmahene nkwa asa wɔ biara ni wɔn nyansani a wɔbɛte tintasu gu wɔsa de ne tɛkyerɛma afa enti na yɛsɛ wɔyɛ hene a wɔdwene ansa na wakasa kwaku fakakra bi sɔso na yɛmfɛnsi yɛbɛsa aba bio
Ntino na me de aka ne nyinaa yɛ nkranhyɛ me nuanom asante date ase sikadwa date ase mamu mie nsuro mamu mie mbohu na mmom yɛmfa ne den ɛntoa deɛ nananom yɛɛ so yɛse yɛ nananom asase nie ɛyɛ abɔdenden de ma yɛn mogya nananom ehwie gudi nya to hɔ ma yɛn eduru me ne wo so sɛ yɛbɛyɛ bi atoa so wenye hu asɛm yɛmfa akokoduro ɛne ne den ɛnkontoa ɔkopa nananom ɛbɛko yɛ na yɛmfa asante enduru bɔhyɛ asase ne so ɛno na mesrɛ me nuanom nyinaa sɛ mɔma yɛntu ho anam meda mo ase sikadwa nhyira mo
perpetua oh okay abusia meda mo nyinaa mo ase wɔ ho mede part 1 ne besi ase yɛbɛsa ba bio obi a wase obi a man pick fa kyɛ me yɛde time na bibia nti we de yɛtra akyɛ kakra yɛbɛsa ba bio baby out me kabia me da wase ye from ode sheba hide the reason so brand yakuye no me the teacher kantan ka beba from nsia a ground so no so aba ye di ahemfo no bebre beba nsem bia bia wonte ase ye nti mutumfo konka the whole Ghana na ba niam be nsase bebre ne dia ne nyina e to da me sasa de ne ha Ghana fo ye beba de na asante konka de nkyira sese de nkyira wonti ono onye kase ncha asante konka na asante ne collapse de nkyira kingdom no then the seas are necessary danger betimi asore ne asante abaguda bi danger for do na ya asante for ye just e be kirem obi wo kra wo danger wo ya agona ni wonim se se no bi kra be kan asante ho so ho ye be ba be cheche ni nyina mu wo hene bia obi wo se ade na wo hene bia ko tufu ani ma no wakọ ha ne ntoma no abonu mu ase wono nko an wo hene wo Ghana ahemfo nyina bebre som no ukurom bia na ntesa anti wo ukurom hene du otumfo ani ma obebunu mu ase fi se enyine tipen ene ne size ene otumfo sa ne mo nyina mi se ha Ghana fo no wɔn ma wofo ne ɔmo kuro ma ahemfo no nka no kore nkyerɛ wɔn ti oba na wo ka wo se ade na otumfo ye ba be kyerɛ nyahwe wo de yenim se nim nam ne this time ye benya time ne ye ba be kyerɛ sa ne manim ene man nketenkete ye ma hu obi na wo bu ofu na ase wo ya yare no nya botre why wo de stage from audition why the reason ye beba ne ye ba be kyerɛ me damu nyina mo ase ye fancy wɔn na ye beto so kyina e wo live YouTube, Facebook ye wi ai beba TikTok so aka me damu nyina mo